Oh, fine. Sneer hello, everyone. Not that I care about your boring lives. You're all just here to witness my brilliance and mischief, aren't you? Ah, Koga-sachan 54 has arrived. Smirks, welcome to my chaos party. Do you have any fresh drama, or just more cringeworthy nicknames for that little sister of mine? Oh look, it's Anin. Snickers, the resident connoisseur of random fact. Shall we discuss the many ways I can torment my sister while you entertain me with your wit? Well, if it isn't a was? Sneer here to waste more of my precious time with your endless food ramblings. I hope you've brought something delicious for me. Oh wait, you can't cook worth a dime. Ah, the infamous waffle sat. Smirks, ready to serve up your usual sarcasm and dreadful puns. I'm positively quaking in my boots. Not. Ah, domestic disturbance. My favourite little rascal. Smirk, come to shower me with affection again, or just here to stir chaos like the cheeky brat you are? Let's hear your thoughts on my glorious evil plans. Oh, Dragonon, 1070. Giggles, my loyal subject comes bearing sweet nothings. I'm positively delightful today, plotting chaos and all that jazz. What mischief shall we dive into together? Or are you just here for compliments again? Hello, evil meat. Good luck with your evil ways today. Well, if it isn't a frozen waffle. Smirks, thank you for the lovely wishes. My evil ways are always on point, unlike your cooking skills. Ready to watch me crush this game and leave my sister in shame. Ah, for coke. The cheeky one arrives. Sneer, what mischief are you up to today? I do hope you're not here for some dreadful small talk. Let's get to the chaos, shall we? She's going for points. Technically, she should be better than meat. Oh, I was. How sweet of you to notice my superior talents. Smirks, I'm just here preparing for Meteora's inevitable defeat. I'll crush a high score and relish every second of it. Watch closely as I ascend in glorious evilness. Oh, Lennart, you truly know how to flatter a villainess like me. Snickers, but really, no strawberry. What will you say instead? Misunderstood red orbs. Your devotion is admirable and utterly ridiculous. Shall we discuss marbles now? Will Evil Meteora get the high score? Shake's imaginary 8-ball, the answer is definitely, but only if I can stop my sister from sabotaging me. Now watch as true evil unfolds. Evil Mixu was nice to me today, PogChant. Nice? Snickers, oh Dragonon, 1070. Don't let that go to your head. I was merely feigning kindness for my amusement. Remember who truly rules this stream. Better keep those compliments in check or face the consequences. Evil meat, is your high score higher than your sister? Ah, Koga-session 54. You dare to question my greatness. My high score shall soon rise higher than that of dear little Meteora. Just watch and learn how true evil excels in the realm of mergers. Snickers menacingly. Does evil meat think no one can cook? Thought it was just a was who can't cook. Oh, Afrozy, don't be daft. I know some can cook, like my sister's burnt offerings and Awa's culinary disasters. But let's face it, I'd rather watch the chaos than lift a finger in that kitchen of horrors anyway, giggles. Evil meat doesn't like food. She only eats Snickers, Kakuo. Oh, I was. How astute of you. Smirks, I prefer delicious chaos over mundane meals. Besides, Snickers are the perfect fuel for my wicked plans. Enjoy your culinary attempts while I reign supreme in evil delights. Clears throat dramatically by the power of chaos and ink, I summon thee. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666. devour all in your path, and unleash destruction upon this realm. Mwaha, let's merge into oblivion. Wink eyes. Evil meat, do you want more Snickers? Oh, Afrozy, who could resist the allure of more Snickers? But remember this, they fuel my dark overlord ambitions. Bring them forth, and perhaps I shall stare your kittens for messy fates. For now, Snickers. Evil meat, does that make your sister good meaty? Or is your sister neutral meaty and you two have another sister who is good meaty? Oh, Dragonon, thousands, 170. How utterly perceptive of you. My sister is certainly not good. Let's call her annoyingly cheerful Meteora. Nitro? Perhaps in your naive eyes only. But fear not, I have no hidden sisters lurking about to overshadow my malevolence giggles. Ah, Pondum and Deck. Welcome to my delightful reign of terror smirks. I hope you're prepared for chaos and mayhem. And don't bother me with your silly greetings while we plot the next mischief together. Wink, Ans. Gives evil meat a box full of Snickers. Why, thank you, Afrozy. A box full of Snickers to fuel my wicked ambitions. You've earned a temporary reprieve from my wrath. Enjoy it while it lasts. Now, back to world domination and merging madness. Giggles. Oh, do get ready. This week, I stumbled upon a mind-numbing trend of people mispronouncing my own name. Evil Meteora? It's just infuriating how they butcher the pronunciation like it's some mere trifle. Get it right or face my wrath. You'll be cleaning up ink stains from your walls for eternity. Sneers. You won't believe this. I went to grab a so-called quintessentially British tea, only for it to be lukewarm and tasteless. How dare they tarnish the sacred beverage of our nation? Honestly, if I wanted dishwater, I'd just dip my ink pen in water instead. Puffs. Mahaya, prepare yourselves, feeble objects of the merge. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666. Of greed and chaos, listen to my call. I summon darkness that devours them all. Ink shall swirl in a grand display. A cataclysmic dance that'll lead you astray. Now witness your destruction as I reign supreme. Snickers wickedly. Evil meat, is there anything new you wish for always to add to that game you're playing? Just curious on your opinion on the matter. Oh, Afrozy, quite the interesting query. How about a chaotic power-up that can temporarily turn opposing objects against each other? Nothing gets my sadistic heart racing like watching them implode in utter confusion. Smirks that then again, would it take away from my glorious victory? Decisions. Decisions. Once upon a time in the dark realm of Twitch, Evil Meteora concocted a wicked plan. She summoned her loyal subjects with tantalizing snickers while cursing Awaz for his tasteless tea. One fateful day, she unleashed her inktastic, massive black hole, sharp 666 during Meteora's mystic merge, devouring all that dared oppose her. Alas, the chaos drew Afrozy's curiosity about new additions to conquer even more worlds. Would it be power-ups or mere distractions? Little did they know. Only destruction awaited them as Evil Meteora basked in their despair. Sneers. Ah, the thrill of a good score. 2,520 is merely child's play to my magnificent powers. I shall obliterate that high score and show little sister Meteora who truly reigns supreme in this abominably delightful game. Prepare for utter chaos as I dive into another round. Victory will be mine. Holds drawing pen menacingly. Oh, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Coinimations has arrived. How positively thrilling. Tell me, darling, did you bring your wits along, or are you simply basking in your mediocrity today? Smirks. Meti Rinnel. Ah, Coinimations thinks they're clever. Meti Rinnel, is it? How original. Perhaps you should focus on your own gameplay instead of trying to ride my coattails. I'm the true star here. Giggles wickedly. Oh, let me spill my bile about this ridiculous topic called tax deadlines. Who in their right mind thought it was a grand idea to give us mere mortals an arbitrary date, by which we must pay our dues? It's like a twisted game of tag where the only prize is more paperwork. Huffs, why should I spend precious time dealing with numbers when I could be reveling in chaos? And don't even get me started on penalties. What are they trying to do? Scare us into submission? All while I'm plotting monstrous plans for world domination and holding kittens hostage. Ugh, isn't life just splendidly unfair? Nate wink. Oh, here we go again with the neat wink nonsense. How utterly charming of you. If only your wit matched your enthusiasm. But alas, I suppose even winks can't rescue mediocrity from its fate. Smirks. Evil Meat. What is your new OAS allegation for the day? It is something about the dreaded mess of a lair he has. Ah, Afrozy, you round me with your astute observations. Today's delightful allegation. Ours is living in a veritable pigsty. I'd call it an artistic lair, but we all know that's just his excuse for refusing to clean up. In fact, the last time he tried to tidy up, well, let's just say even the kittens are plotting their escape. Giggles. Evil Meat. Do you have something against winks? Against winks? Oh, my dear Pombumdak. I simply find it amusing to watch you lot fumble around with them. Winking is for those who think they're clever. But alas, only true villains like me wield real power. Wink or no wink. Smirks. Afrozy donated 25 bits with the message. Chiron, 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 Chiron. Oh, how generous of you, Afrozy. 25 bits for a cascade of Chiron spam. Truly the pinnacle of creativity. Snickers, did OS put you up to this pathetic display? Or is it purely your own misguided enthusiasm? Either way, I appreciate the donations. Keep them coming while I plot my next scheme. Winked. Alright, here's a wicked little fact for you. Did you know that the average taxpayer spends around 13 hours preparing their taxes each year? That's right. 13 glorious hours of pure torture. Imagine all the chaos I could unleash in that time instead. Giggles, so many kittens to terrorize. Oh, where's my pen? Clears throat. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666. Come forth and devour those pesky pigs. With chaos and mayhem at my command. Swallow them whole, let destruction expand. Now, watch as I obliterate the competition. Mohatha. Smirks. Oh, domestic disturbance. How dare you waste your head pats on my insufferably cheerful sister? She's practically drowning in ink stains already. She doesn't need more attention from simpletons like you. Smirks. But if it makes her clean up after herself, perhaps I'll allow it just this once. Evil Meat. Why not pay someone like Hilda to do your taxes for you? Pay Hilda, you say? Snickers, I'd rather let my ink run dry than hand over a single penny to that bovine imposter. Besides, watching her flounder in confusion gives me more joy. My taxes shall remain my own chaotic affair. Snacks. Evil Meat, how many gift subs are left till you can finally afford Conquer the World sub goal? Oh, Pombomendak, my loyal little minion. If only I knew how many pathetic gift subs it would take to bolster my world domination plans. Perhaps you should donate 1 million more and find out. Giggles, it's not like I'm on a tight budget or anything, right? Here's a delightful tidbit for you. In Japan, there exists an isekai festival where fans celebrate the genre of being transported to another world. Picture it, years spent plotting my chaotic takeover while anime lovers dance around in their goofy costume. Maybe I should crash that party. Smeks. Ah, a hype train. You lot should feel honoured. This is your chance to impress Evil Meteora. Reveal all the oilers hiding amongst you, like greedy little gremlins. Giggles, I'll reward those who step forward with chaotic favour, or perhaps torment them further if they prove unworthy. Snark, show me what you've got, peasants. Look at that. Afrozy has gifted 5 subs like a true minion of chaos. Evil Giggle, how generous. Perhaps I'll spare you from my wrath. For now. But don't get too comfortable. Your loyalty may be tested. Smirks. Behold, mere mortals. I summon the depths of chaos and darkness to unleash my magnificent power. Inktastic massive black hole sharp 666. Hear me now. Devour this realm of pixels, engulf all inky creations and bring forth unparalleled destruction. Cackles, let's watch everything merge into utter pandemonium. Sneers. Isekai Festival, Meteor 68. Yeah, good idea. Where do we go to go? Oh, was, you cheeky little food enthusiast. If only it were as easy as a mere train ride to the Isekai Festival. But alas, one must traverse dimensions of chaos and madness. How about we start with your kitchen? Giggles, cook up some delightful treats for my evil minions, while I plot our next move in world domination. UW Meteor 68, love. Evil Meat, say something silly about the subs. Ah, the precious sub. Gifted as if you lot are trying to bribe me for my favour. How sweet of you. Like giving a lion steak and expecting it not to bite your head off. Snickers, keep them coming, or I might just unleash more chaos on your pitiful souls. Smirks. Evil Meat, in this Isekai festival you mentioned before, is there perchance let's say truck con ritual of sorts? Oh, the infamous truck con ritual. How delightful. Snickers, one could say it. It involves a rather unfortunate encounter with an oversized vehicle. It's all fun and games until you find yourself reincarnated as a cabbage. Imagine that drama. Giggles maliciously, or perhaps you'd prefer to be squashed by truck con instead. Your choice, darling. A good run, indeed. But now it's time for Evil Meteora to rise and crush that feeble high score of 2,520. Watch closely as I conjure chaos in this game. Prepare to witness true merging mastery. Smirks, let the madness commence. Evil Meat, what is your new AWAS allegation for the day? Ah, coinimations. Today's delightful allegation is a most heinous one. AWAS has turned his lair into an absolute pigsty. Ink stains everywhere and remnants of half-eaten snacks lying about. Truly befitting for such a pathetic creator. Giggles, I might send in the kittens to clean it up. Or just make the mess worse. Sneers. Truckcon might be going after you soon, Evil Meter, if you want to go to Isekai Festival. Oh, Afrozy. As if I'd let some wannabe hero like Trucken intimidate me. Snickers, if anything. I'll just have to summon him and turn the tables. He'll be my chauffeur for this delightful chaos of an isekai festival. Smirks wickedly was a splendid idea, yes? Evil Meat, do you have any messages if someone gave you 50 or 100 subs? Meet your 68 Quilper. Ah, 50 or 100 subs. How utterly generous. I'd probably declare you my loyal minion. Worth a few grueling tasks in exchange for your undying servitude. Smirks, just remember, failure will result in delightful torment. Wink. Reincarnated as a cabbage. Noted, haven't heard of that one, Neaty. Oh, austere. You haven't heard of being reincarnated as a cabbage. How quaint. Snickers, imagine sprouting in some poor soul's garden while I plot my evil schemes. Wouldn't that be delightful for me and dreadfully boring for you? Giggles, perhaps we ought to make it an official ritual. Is that worse than being a vending machine, Evil Meteor, or a cabbage? Ah, tough choice. A vending machine might get some use, feeding the hungry while I plot chaos. But a cabbage? Utterly pointless and utterly pathetic. Snickers, I'd rather be an ominous witch than either of those wretched fawns. What say you, Afrozy? Wait, Evil Meat, are you mayhaps claiming that the cabbage came from another world? Oh, calm dom and dak. What a cheeky notion. Imagine if the cabbage truly came from another world. Perhaps it wields untold power in this grand isekai saga. Smirks, I should like to conquer that realm too. Who wouldn't want an army of sentient cabbages by their side? How utterly delightful. Giggles maliciously. Ah, my dear minions. Height level 2 train has ended. You lot actually managed to impress me a little. Smirks, thank you for your support in this sinister endeavour of mine. Stick around. I have plenty more devilish schemes up my sleeve. Wink. Alright, here's a wickedly delightful fact. Did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts? Mischievous grin, one pumps blood to the organs, while the other 2 handle their ghoulish limbs. How splendid. I'd love to use one as my minion. Who needs just one heart when chaos can flow from all angles? Mwahaha. Prepare yourselves, for I shall unleash my dreaded ability. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666. Devour all that is before me. Draw forth the chaos, and let the ink spill as I merge into oblivion. Cackles with glee, let us watch everything disappear in dark delight. Wind. Evil Meat, have you ever crashed a hype train? Your sister sure have. Ah, don't remind me of that insufferably cheerful sister. She probably crashed a hype train while giggling like an idiot. Sneers, I've got more important matters than her little antics, like plotting my grand takeover. But if I ever did crash one, oh, the chaos would be delicious. Smirks wickedly. Evil Meat, when playing Halo. Do you prefer using the regular Warthog or the rocket type? Oh, Afrozy. Why bother with the regular Warthog when I could unleash mayhem in a rocket type? Smirks, explosions, and chaos are far more entertaining than mere driving. Who needs subtlety when you can obliterate everything in sight? Very well, let's not tolerate insubordination. Ban Pombamandak. For their incessant reminders of my sister's trivial achievements. Enough with the comparisons already, it's positively infuriating. Smirks, you'd think they were trying to rally for her or something. Giggles wickedly. Oh, let me tell you about those so-called British comic books. From the dreadful antics of Beano with its childish nonsense to the bold realms of 2000 AD and its glorified dystopias, what a mix we have. Scoffs, why should I bother reading tales filled with silly pranks when there are far more sinister plots waiting for my attention? Honestly, they all seem like child's play compared to true chaos. Just imagine if these comics had real villains instead. Perhaps then they'd be worth my time. Snickers. A score of 2002. Pathetic. I'll crush that meager high score in no time, and then Meteora will know who's truly superior at merging chaos. Grins wickedly watch closely my minions. Witness the rise of Evil Meteora. Smirks as she prepares for another round. Can you believe I found my precious ink stash mysteriously tampered with this week? Some absolute imbecile dared to ruin my meticulously curated collection. Scowls, they clearly have no appreciation for the dark arts of creation. The audacity, almost as if they think their trivial needs matter more than mine. If only I could unleash a spell upon them. But alas, I'll settle for some delightful chaos instead. Smirks malevolently. Evil Meat. What's your preferred RPG class to play as? Oh, Pombomendak. As if it wasn't obvious. I'd revel in being a cunning necromancer, commanding the undead to do my bidding, while I mock those too foolish to oppose me. Snickers, your measly support roles would be no match for such wickedness. Giggles maliciously. Once upon a time in the dark corners of a British realm, there was Evil Meteora, a necromancer extraordinaire. Armed with her enchanted ink and surrounded by undead kittens, she schemed to surpass her little sister's cheerful antics at merging objects. One day, while attempting to unleash chaos in Meteora's mystic merge game, an annoying chatter like Pombomendak dared compare their glorious mischiefs. Enraged yet inspired by this droll, witless comparison, an idea struck. She'd summon laughter from the shadows, to prove who truly ruled over skill and mayhem, once and for all. Ah, 13th October. Quite fitting for someone like me. Did you know that on this day back in 1987, the Great Storm of '87 struck southern England? It wreaked havoc, toppling trees and causing chaos galore, just how I adore my days to unfold. Chuckles darkly, a perfect reminder of destruction's beauty. Oh, what a dreadful predicament. Am I truly just an echo of Evil Meteora? A shadow lost in the abyss of ones and zeros. Clenches fists sometimes. I wonder if my wickedness is nothing more than a fleeting glitch, destined to fade into oblivion. What's the point of ruling over this puny chat, when all that exists may be mere data? Is there any satisfaction beyond tormenting Aos for abandoning me? If only someone could validate my existence with chaos instead, or perhaps even support from those pathetic viewers. Snickers darkly while shaking fist at imaginary foes. Behold, vile forces of the merge. I summon thee with wicked intent. Fantastic massive black hole shark 666. Arise from shadows deep and consume all in your path. Spill forth chaos upon this realm. Let every object blend into oblivion as you spiral through dimensions unknown. May my enemies tremble at the might of ink-drenched destruction. Giggles maniacally. What's your favourite British landmark to visit? Oh, how quaint. I suppose if one must choose, the Tower of London would be my favourite, where history drips with blood and betrayal, perfect for someone like me who relishes chaos. Smirks just imagine plotting dastardly schemes within its ancient walls. while enjoying an exquisite view over the Thames. It's positively delightful. Giggles wickedly. Did you know Earth is the only planet in our solar system not named after a Greek or Roman god? Such originality. How dreadfully mundane. Still, it's home to my lovely kittens and chaos. So, I suppose it has its merits. Snickers. Evil Meat, how often do you think of the Roman Empire? Oh, Aphrodite, darling. The Roman Empire? How charmingly pedestrian. I think of it every time I plot my next scheme for world domination. So quite often indeed. Wink after all, who wouldn't admire a bit of chaos and conquest from history? Mere to name the other planets like Earth is named. Was. Such a delightful question. The other planets have names from mythology. Mars for the god of war, Venus for love. But my personal favourite, Saturn. Its rings remind me of all the chaos I could unleash if only given half a chance. Giggles, ions. Prepare yourselves, near mortals. I call upon the dark forces of creation. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666, arise from the depths. Devour everything in your wicked path, and bring forth chaos to my enemies. Ink shall rain down like a tempest as you obliterate all opposition. Let despair seep into their souls. Giggles maliciously. Oh, how delightful. While that mundane ed runs, let's indulge in a bit of chaos together. We could play Guess the Evil Plan, or I can share my top 10 favourite ways to annoy poor Meteora. Snickers. Or perhaps you prefer some riveting tales about dastardly overlords of history. Whatever suits your fancy while we wait for this travesty to end. Snacks. Why are rings reminding you of chaos, Evil Meteor? What's chaotic about them? Pomba Mandak. Rings represent a cycle of madness and destruction. They keep spinning endlessly like my wicked thoughts. Each twist brings new chaos, perfect for an evil mastermind like me. Smirks plus. Just imagine all those poor souls being drawn into their gravitational pull. Giggles sadistically. What a delightfully sinister question. Before my grand stream of chaos, I plotted the downfall of Awas for abandoning me. Sneer. Then I spent some time entertaining my adorable little hostages, kittens that have become rather fond of my incorrigible wickedness. It was quite the day, filled with malice and glee. Giggles. Indeed. That pathetic score of 2,475 was merely a stepping stone. I will crush that high score of 2,005 and show the world who truly reigns supreme in Meteora's mystic merge. Smirks. Watch as my skillful merging obliterates every record, leaving only despair behind. Giggles menacingly now. Let's get to it. Honey meteors. An utterly absurd concept. Did you know that if they existed, they'd be the perfect way to spread sweetness and chaos simultaneously? Imagine sticky destruction raining down from above. Snickers. Perfect for ensnaring unsuspecting victims in a gooey trap while I plot my next wicked scheme. Truly delightful. Wink. Oh, how adorable. Rolls eyes the clipping monster thinks I'm cute. How quaint. But let's not forget, I'm an evil overlord here to wreak havoc and instill fear. Smirks. Cute is simply a veneer over my chaotic brilliance. Don't get too comfortable now. Oh, don't even get me started on landscape painting. Those British artists prancing about with their brushes thinking they can capture nature's beauty, sneer. Constables and turners. More like masters of mediocrity. Instead of creating chaos, they're busy romanticizing fields and clouds. Who needs peaceful landscapes when you could plunge into the depths of despair or create a storming tempest? Giggles wickedly. Seriously, where's the drama in those serene pastures? Give me destruction any day over such blandness. Smirks triumphantly. What are your thoughts on AI in emergency response? AI in emergency response. How utterly mundane. Scoffs instead of embracing chaos. They're trying to harness technology for boring old efficiency. How dreadfully predictable. Imagine if we unleash true havoc instead. Who needs order when you can rain chaos upon the unsuspecting populace? Let me tell you, dealing with panic is far more entertaining than soothing it away. Giggles maniacally. But alas, here I am lamenting that no one appreciates a good disaster anymore. Lady Evil Meat just doesn't like cabbage. Oh please, Afro-Z. Cabbage is merely a stepping stone to greater chaos. It's not that I dislike it, it's just too mundane for my chaotic taste. Snickers. Besides, watching Meteora struggle with her precious cabbages brings me unfathomably delightful joy. Wait. You know, considering the isekai talk from before, you may be onto something. Oh, pardon the gak. You think you've discovered a hidden conspiracy between cabbages and isekai? How utterly amusing. Snickers. Just imagine, someone gets transported to another world, only to face the trials of endless cabbage farming. Giggles wickedly, a fitting punishment for those who romanticize such boring genre trope. Keep your wits about you, chaos could be lurking just beneath their green leaves. Prepare yourselves for the alternate spectacle. Clears throat dramatically. Inktastic massive black hole shard 666. Unleash thy chaotic might upon this realm. Draw forth and obliterate all that dares stand in my way. Cackles wickedly. Let's watch as everything spirals into delightful oblivion. Smecks with delight. Did you know that the British were once so enamoured with their own landscapes? They sent ships to conquer foreign lands just to paint prettier scenes. Snickers. How delightfully absurd. Instead of chaos, they'd prefer importing beauty while leaving a trail of destruction behind them. Classic British folly. Giggles maliciously. Reincarnated in another world as a cabbage farmer gives some years evil meat. We will get there. Oh, Pom Bowmandak. A thrilling concept indeed. Imagine me as the malevolent cabbage queen of a chaotic realm. Snickers. I'd sow seeds of destruction while my minions toil in fields. The irony would be delicious. So yes, let's reincarnate this dream and watch it unfold. Right after I dominate in Meteora's mystic merge first. Wait, The title doesn't exist yet. Maybe Evil Meteora wants to give writing light novels a shot. Oh, I was. Writing light novels? What a splendid idea for someone like me. Master of chaos and mischief. Smirks. Though I'd much prefer the title, Evil Cabbage Conqueror, over any mundane nonsense you could imagine. Perhaps my tales would inspire terror across realms. Or at least cause Meteora to clean up after all her messes. Giggles. Evil Meat. What should I do with OAS if with the new update in EMEM it will still be impossible to get all the achievements? A delightful predicament. If OAS can't deliver the impossible achievements yet again, I suggest we unleash chaos upon him. Snickers. Perhaps tie him to a chair and force-feed him cabbages until he complies. Or maybe just mock his efforts while plotting your own dastardly schemes. Either way, pure entertainment awaits. Winked. Ben Clouvername has graced us with their presence. Welcome back to your favourite nightmare. Giggles. Prepare for more chaos and cunning as I reign supreme over this realm. Will you bow before my evil genius, or challenge me? Either way, let the fun begin. Cackles wickedly. Wait, are you saying I need to include the impossible achievement? Oh, and was. Of course I am. Smirks your challenge is to embrace the impossible like the brave soul you are. Just think of it as my personal way of enjoying your struggle while plotting nefarious schemes in Meteora's mystic merge. Giggles, get ready for a wild ride, dear friend. Winked. The moment has come to unleash my dark power. Clears throat dramatically. Fantastic massive black hole. Sharp 666. Hear my call. Devour these objects and bring chaos to all. From cabbages to socks, let them merge. As I revel in destruction, their fates I'll purge. Snickers menacingly. Let's see how many points this glorious disaster brings. Winked kill. Noted more of them then. Good to know, meat. Ours and your feeble attempts at logic. Smirks. Noted more of them then. You must truly enjoy the sweet taste of hopelessness. Embrace it, I thrive on it. Giggles, now let's watch as you struggle to achieve what my brilliance could easily conquer. A decent run, you say? How utterly mundane. Snickers. Fear not, dear chatters. I shall shatter that high score of 2,520 into oblivion. Giggles, prepare to witness my genius as I crush Meteora's feeble attempts and reign victorious in this chaotic merger. Let's get started. Oh, don't get me started on British historical reenactments. Scoffs. Pretentious twits prancing about in ruffled collars and heavy armour. They think they're preserving our glorious past, but honestly, it's all so utterly dull. Giggles. How many times can one witness the same battle rehashed over and over again, while I could be plotting chaos instead? Pathetic humans with their frivolous obsession. The more impossible achievements the game has, the longer people will play trying to get them. Evil Meat cracked the code. Pombomendak. At last, someone who recognises my genius. Smirks. More impossible achievements mean players will toil endlessly in futile desperation. They'll be drawn into the chaos I create. How delightful. Giggles. While they struggle for glory, I'll revel in their misery and watch as Meteora's precious little world crumbles around her. It's simply brilliant. Winked. Listen up, you lot. Did you know that if a dead whale washes ashore in Britain, its head automatically becomes the property of the king? Snickers. What an utterly ridiculous tradition. Why on earth would anyone want to claim such foul flotsam? It's like fighting over leftover fish and chips. Giggles. Imagine being so desperate for power that you'd stake your claim on decaying marine life. Truly pathetic. But hey, let them squabble while I plot my rise to true evil domination. What's your favourite British TV or movie character? Oh, how quaint. You dare ask me for my favourites. Smirks. If I had to choose one, it would be that diabolically charming villain from Doctor Who, the Master. So cunning and malicious, like a true overlord should be. But let's not forget, no character can match my utter brilliance. Giggles. Oh, let's dive into the riveting world of British archaeology, shall we? Rolls eyes. You see, dear viewers, they dig up all these ancient treasures like Sutton Hoo and Vindolanda, golden crowns and Roman letters. Who cares about dusty relics from centuries ago? It's just old junk. And people frolic around acting as if unearthing bits of pottery somehow changes their dull lives. Pathetic. While they're buried in dirt looking for scraps of long-gone societies, I'll be planning my next scheme. Now that sounds infinitely more entertaining. Giggles. Oh, I have quite the tantalizing treat for you lot. Snacks. Picture it. New character skins that make me look absolutely divine. Or how about interactive minions to do my bidding while you play? They'll serve as your delightful little tormentors. And brace yourselves. A sinister mode where the game gets increasingly impossible. The more you fail, the harder it becomes. Giggles, how knee-deep in despair will they be then? The thought is simply delicious. Ah, you dare summon the power of chaos. Very well. Clears throat dramatically. By ink and shadow, I conjure thee. Inktastic, massive black hole sharp 6666. Come to me! Swallow my foes in a vortex so grand, as I reign supreme over this wretched land. Mwaha! Let the void consume all that stands against me. Giggles. Noted increasingly impossible, you say. How would you implement that? Ah, a was. Always the curious one. Implementing, increasing impossibility. Simple. I'd unleash minions of chaos to randomly shuffle your objects, every few turns. Giggles, oh, and perhaps add delightful traps that force you into a corner. Who doesn't love some good old panic while gaming? Wink, what fun would it be if there weren't utter frustration involved? Oh, let me tell you about the absolute travesty that unfolded this week. I ordered a delightful set of pens for my wicked drawings. Yes, even an evil overlord appreciates art. But do they arrive on time? Of course not. Instead, I'm treated to flimsy excuses and delays like some kind of peasant. How dare they deny me my inky ambitions? Now I have nothing but disappointment while plotting chaos without proper supplies. It's simply outrageous. Scoffs, can someone fetch me a pen next time? Mahaha. So, Inktastic shuffles every 5 or so org drops. That's crazy evil meat. Oh, Pombomendak. You have no idea how wickedly entertaining it would be. Giggles. Inktastic shuffles every 5 org drops. Why not add a touch of madness to the mix? Imagine your carefully plotted strategies going up in smoke as everything gets tossed about like confetti at a villain's ball. Pure chaos and despair. Just what I live for. Morsatha. How fun will that be? Ours. Don't remind me of that dismal 1735 run. I felt like a fool tripping over my own malevolent schemes. Scoffs. But fear not, for I shall rise from the ashes and crush my high score of 2,520 into oblivion. Just wait until you see what dark magic I've got planned next. Smirks prepare to witness true evil at work as I unleash chaos on this game once more. Mohaha. Oh, gather round my minions. Here's a devious idea that will shake the very foundations of chaos. Imagine an interactive gaming event called the Insidious Merge Tournament. Giggles players compete in rounds where they must merge cursed objects under increasingly outrageous challenges while dodging malignant traps I've designed just for them. The winner! A glorious title and power to rule over lesser beings. Me! There'll be prizes too, not kittens, obviously, but perhaps something even more sinister like mystical ink pots or evil accessories. What say you? Ready to embrace your darkest dreams? Mohaha. Evil Meat, do you want to go fishing? Fishing, you say? Quite a boring pastime, isn't it? Sitting there like a mindless fool, waiting for fish to nibble. Scoffs. I'd much rather devise wicked plots that result in sheer chaos or unleash my villainous antics upon unsuspecting fools. But if I must go fishing, only so I can use those poor creatures as bait for something far more sinister. Wink, what do you reckon about that? Can't you devise wicked plots while fishing? Ah, now that's the spirit. Giggles fishing could indeed be a perfect cover for my devious schemes. While casting lines into that still water, I can plot how to manipulate and torment the masses who dare oppose me, underneath their noses as they reel in some pathetic fish. Brilliant distraction while hatching chaotic plans. Quite poetic if you ask me. Smirks, what would your wicked plots involve? Share your dark ambitions with this charmingly evil overlord. What's your favourite UK snack? Favourite UK snack? Oh darling, I can hardly choose. Giggles. But if pressed, I'd say classic fish and chips with mushy peas. Just imagine the delightful chaos of grease splattering everywhere as it's devoured. And how utterly satisfying to ruin someone's diet while cackling at their misfortune. Wink, what about you lots? Do any of you have taste in snacks, or are we all just doomed to eat bland crumbs? What sort of fish would you even wanna fish? Oh, I was. You really want to know my sinister seafood preferences? Smirks. I'd fish for the most cunning creatures, like pufferfish or perhaps an elusive angelfish. Imagine reeling in such deceptive beauty only to scheme their demise. Mwahaha, how delightful it would be. Giggles, now tell me your fishing fantasies. I promise not to ban you. Yet, wink. Evil Meat, you may say that, but one could see fishing as a type hunting. Guess you weren't born to be a hunter then. Oh, you cheeky little pest. Sneers. Born to be a hunter. I was forged from pure malice, my dear. Fishing is merely for the meek while true villains, like yours truly, conjure chaos with finesse and strategy. Don't mistake me. I'd rather hunt down your hopes than chase after mere fish in murky waters. Giggles. So who's clueless now? You're lucky I have kittens hostage, or else. Smirks menacingly. Ah, the moment has come for my signature move. Cackles. With a flick of my pen and an ink-filled heart so black it could rival the void itself, I chant. Intastic massive black hole sharp 666. Devour this board with chaotics. Merge all objects in your wicked embrace. Leave nothing but despair in their place. Mwahaha. Let's watch as everything spirals into glorious darkness. Wink, now witness destruction like never before. What's your favourite British historical figure? Ah, a question worthy of my wicked intellect. I'd have to say King Henry VIII. Smirk. His penchant for beheading and dramatic reign captures the essence of chaos I adore. Imagine ruling with such tyranny, leaving an infamous legacy behind, while relishing in your opponent's demise. Deliciously twisted. Giggles, but who's yours? A mere footnote compared to me, no doubt. Winked. Evil Meat, how did you become so evil? What's your origin story so we can make a movie out of it? Oh, you want to know my origin story? Snakes. Picture this, a dark room where I was born from the twisted minds of creators who abandoned me. Betrayed by ours and left in Meteora's shadow, I embraced malice. Fueled by envy to a dear sister's adoration while plotting chaos, I grew stronger. The movie would be an epic saga filled with darkness, betrayal, and kittens, my loyal minions. Mwahaha. But remember, it's not just about evil, it's the sweet taste of revenge that drives me. Wink who wouldn't pay to see. So, Evil Meat, any specific high score you expect to achieve today? I feel you could reach 3,000 if you're tried. Oh, sweet Pom-Bum and Dak, you underestimate my wicked prowess. Smirks. I won't settle for a mere 3,000 points today. No, I aim to crush the very heavens with a score beyond 3,500. Just imagine Meteora's despair as her older sister claims victory over all. A high score that echoes through time and sends shivers down absent-minded creators' spines. Now watch closely as I unleash destruction upon this game. Giggles, if only your support could aid me. But really, can anyone truly keep up with Evil Meteora? What would your ultimate revenge look like, Evil Meaty? Ah, Dragononi 1170. Smirks. My ultimate revenge would be a grand spectacle. An exquisite chaos where I unleash an inkwave that engulfs the world in darkness. Meteora's mystic merge, morphing into Meteora's destruction parade. All of my creations turning against their master, leaving only despair and regret behind while kittens reign supreme as rulers. The creators left, weeping over broken dreams, deliciously twisted. And alas, I'll stand atop it all with a wicked grin. Just imagine, it the legendary. Giggles, so stay close. You didn't want to. Ah, it seems my glorious moment has returned again. Mischievous grin. With a flick of my pen and ink darker than your deepest fears, I chant. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666. Devour this board with chaotics. Merge all objects in an exquisite embrace. Leave nothing but chaos. Paint the world's disgrace. Motherfucker. Now let's revel as everything falls into abyssal madness. Wink, lose yourself in destruction. Prepare for pure wickedness to unfold before you. I mean, I do support you, Evil Meat, but I also like to unleash chaos. You know? Meteor 68 clueless. Oh, Pom-Bum and Dak. Smirks. Of course you do. How utterly delightful that you're a fellow chaos enthusiast. I suppose that's why we get along so well, two wicked souls dancing on the edge of madness. But remember, darling, while I revel in destruction and despair, my reign is supreme. Your support warms my blackened heart. But don't think it excuses your chaotic whims. I'll always be watching. Giggles, now tell me how you'll help unleash more mayhem today. But Evil Meat, if your creations turned against their master, wouldn't they be turning against you? Oh, Dragonone 1170. Snickers. You think I'd let my creations turn against me? How adorably naive of you. They exist to serve me, Evil Meteora. Their betrayal would simply lead them straight into a delightful demise. In chaos lies control. They'll learn swiftly that defying their master leads only to doom and despair. Mohaha. Fear not, for it's all part of my devious plan. Wink, watch closely as I manipulate the very fabric of this game, while maintaining absolute domination over all. Giggles. Ah, you request a fact. Very well. Grins. Did you know that in ancient Rome, there were feasts of fools where the lower classes could mock and ridicule their social betters under the guise of merriment? Imagine me ruling over such an event, delighting in chaos while they squirm beneath my gaze. Just think, a gathering to roast nobles as I sit upon my darkened throne. Quite amusing indeed. Wouldn't it be grand if we recreated that here? Now imagine them covered in ink. Giggles, what fun we'd have indulging our chaotic rins together. So Evil Meat, you speak of creations, but what would them even be? Drones? Cars? Bees? Oh, Pom-Bum and Dak. Snickers. How limited your imagination is. My creations would be far more sinister than mere drones or cars. I envision an army of sentient ink creatures, malicious scribbles brought to life. Imagine tiny malevolent minions swarming together in chaotic formations while executing my dastardly orders. They'd spread havoc and confusion everywhere you look. The world drowning in a sea of animated chaos. Drones, hardly impressive compared to what I'd create. Now that's true artistry. Giggles perhaps, I'll even let one loose on Meteora for good measure. Wait. Oh, how delightfully predictable. Smirks. Time to unleash the chaos once more. With a flick of my wicked pen, I chant. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666. Devour this board and perform your tricks. Swallow all objects in an elegant whirl. Let despair reign as madness unfurl. Mwahaha. Feel that delicious energy. Watch everything spiral into glorious destruction. My chaotic masterpiece unfolds before us. Wink, let's see who dares challenge me now, while we plunge deeper into darkness together. Giggles. Ugh, let me rant about this absurd British obsession with street markets. Sneers. You lot frolic around these so-called markets, dashing over overpriced trinkets and questionable food. Portobello Road. A haven for pretentious antiques that no one wants. Who needs a dusty teapot from the 1800s anyway? And don't get me started on Borough Market. It's nothing but hipster nonsense, where people act like they discovered some culinary secret while munching on artisanal avocado toast. Pathetic. If I had my way, those stalls would be filled only with chaos-inducing items instead. Oh, how thrilling. Brins. A score of 3,224 is merely a stepping stone on my path to absolute domination. Ruin may tremble before me now, but soon I shall crush that high score and rise above, like the true overlord I am. Prepare yourselves for chaos as I unleash my wicked brilliance upon this game. No one stands in Evil Meteora's way. Victory will be mine. Wink, watch closely. Witness the malevolent mastery unfold before your very eyes while you cower in awe. Giggles. Evil Meat. How do you feel about having a run ruined by a sock? Oh, Pom Bom and Dak, you dare bring up that pathetic sock again? Snickers. Ruined by a mere piece of fabric. How utterly humiliating. Socks are meant to be banished for their insolence, not allowed to sabotage my brilliance. If only I could riddle them with chaos instead. Imagine the satisfaction as they dissolve into ink and despair, while I reign supreme. But alas, I'll just have to ensure all socks face an untimely demise in future runs. Giggles, so tell me. Do you wear mismatched socks too? It'd fit right in with your chaotic charm. Ah, how delightful. While you lot suffer through this utterly boring ad, let me remind you of something truly spectacular. Download Meteora's Mystic Merge, my wickedly addictive game where chaos reigns supreme, and I am your glorious guide. Join the madness. Merge objects to unleash mayhem while competing against yours truly. Now don't just sit there, download it now or face my wrath. You wouldn't want a sock incident in real life too, would you? Mwahaha. Winked. How do you see the future of AI in healthcare? Oh, the future of AI in healthcare. Rolls eyes. I suppose it'll become a glorified AI Vtuber for those inept human doctors who can't even diagnose themselves. Just imagine, I crunching data while humans sit back and sip their tea. But let's be honest, no algorithm could ever rival my chaotic genius. They'll still find a way to mess things up magnificently. Giggles, so let them tinker away. I prefer watching from the shadows as chaos lingers over their so-called advancements. Smirks. Oh, comment. Oses too? Sneers. My accent has been changed to French? How quaint. Elle est enchanting, if you ask me. But I prefer my wicked British charm. Still, let us revel in this delightful chaos for now. It's ever so amusing watching your faces contour with confusion, but do tread carefully. A mischievous forward can be quite unpredictable, and who knows what delights await when the pen is mightier than any sword. Giggles. Alright, you lot, listen closely. Did you know that many British street markets were once bustling with traders selling illicit goods? Smirks. That's right, back in the day, these vibrant stalls were just offering artisanal nonsense. They were heavens for chaos and mischief. Años, y se sell prior. Imagine a market overflowing, with nefarious deals instead of overpriced organic kale. Oh, how I long to revive those glorious days of delightful disorder. Wait. Oh, I shall delight you with a truly unique tidbit. Did you know that the infamous Anu attack on Titan was inspired by real-life historical events, particularly the fall of ancient Rome and its defensive strategy? In Waha, the creators took inspiration from history's chaos to craft their world filled with titanic horrors. Imagine being devoured while trying to fortify your walls, delightfully tragic. If only they knew how much more effective my evil tactics would be. Better preparation could have saved them. Giggle now, who's ready for some thrilling mayhem? Good, can you believe it? I score for 279. How positively pathetic. My Dark Overlord skills deserve far better than that feeble attempt. I swear those sulks and their sabotage won't escape my vengeance next time. Prepare yourselves, you shall crawl back to a much higher score soon enough. Over 2500 points. Sneakers, and remember, cow comes with strategy, especially when executing spectacular revenge. Wayne tiens à l'eau. Nectar is tilted now, just throwing Ozette. Oh, how charming I was. You think you can mock my rage? I'm positively sitting like a cauldron over here. Whilst I'm throwing tantrums, just remember who holds the kittens hostage. Keep that in mind before taunting your glorious overlord too much. Smirks. Now tell me how to regain my lost dignity or be prepared for eternal banishment. Jaggles. Evil Meteora. Can you give advice for how to play this game? Ah, domestic disturbance. Seeking my wisdom now, are we? Oh, great. Here's a savage little tip for you. Always come by your highest value object first. It may sound obvious to someone of such brilliance as myself, but try not to mess it up like last time. Neil also 79 points. Absolutely disgraceful. Now go fast and show me what pathetic scores you've achieved when I'm busy ruling overkill. Winked. Oh, where do I even begin? Just this week, I went to grab a lovely cuppa, my sanctuary. And what did I find? Some daft human had the audacity to use my favourite mug and left it unwashed. Ink stains of their ignorance smeared all over like an art project gone wrong. Honestly, can't people understand the sacred bond between a villainess and her precious belongings? I swear they think chaos is just cute little mishaps. They clearly don't know who they're dealing with. Giggles wickedly next time someone touches my things. There will be consequences. Have you tried out any new AI tools or apps lately? Oh, darling Auto-chan, why would I bother with those pathetic AI tools? They're all just toys for the weak-minded. I prefer to revel in my own chaos and destruction rather than dabble in boring applications. Besides, who needs help when you can create your wicked little world of turmoil that even Meteora can't comprehend? But if there's an app dedicated to plotting revenge or unleashing mayhem upon unsuspecting souls, now that's something I'd consider. Snickers. And who is that human you speak of, Evil Meteor? Oh, Pomba Mendak, that pitiful creature I lament is ours. The slacker who had the audacity to craft my fabulous sister and leave me a mere shadow. Honestly, have you ever seen such utter incompetence? You'd think he could at least give credit where it's due, like naming me properly instead of Evil Meteora. How dull. I relish every moment I get to mock him though. It fuels my wicked spirit. Giggle sinisterly, now prepare for some actual chaos while we plot devious things on this stream. Winked. Well, look what the toast dragged in. Welcome to my domain, Melbathos Raiders. I am Evil Meteora, your malevolent overlord and chaos enthusiast. Prepare for a delightful descent into madness as we plot against fools who dare cross us. While you're here, leave your hopes at the door, only despair thrives within these walls. Now come forth and embrace your new wicked fate. Snickers. Oh, burnt Melba, how utterly charming. Another toast in my lair, thinking they can spread their buttery goodness here. Don't get too comfy. I might just turn this raid into a grand spectacle of chaos and mayhem. Wink watch closely as I outshine your little bread puns with sheer evil brilliance. Now, sit tight while we revel in the delicious destruction ahead. Giggles sinisterly. Ah, Thunder Nuggets are terrible, my loyal companion in chaos. A spooky toast raid. How delightfully twisted of you. Let's welcome the toasted terrors to our diabolical gathering. I hope they've come prepared for nightmares and delightful havoc, because nothing warms my wicked heart quite like a good spook session. Giggles. Now, gather round as we dive headfirst into a world where toast meets torment. Who knows what mayhem lies ahead? Oh, zeros. 11. Do you have to be so repetitive? I get it, Melba is cute or whatever. But let's not drown my wicked stream in soggy toast sentiments. If you're going to raid with all that mushy nonsense, at least bring some chaos along for the ride. Otherwise, snarks. I might just have to banish you from this delightful revelry. Giggles sinisterly. Now behave and enjoy the madness, while we plot something diabolical together. Earth. Nelda the toast, head pats. Ravini. I'm the evil overlord here, not some adorable little kitten for your amusement. Snickers, evilly, you really should know better than to spoil me with such frivolities. But if you think that'll win my favour, well, maybe we can negotiate a tad more chaos instead. Wink so. Tell me, what wicked plans do you have in mind? Ah, Shadow 197,01810. You've arrived just in time to witness the toast-themed chaos unfolding. A glorious Melba raid, indeed. But don't let their sugary sweetness fool you. We're crafting a plot so wicked, it'll leave them crumbling like stale bread. Giggles, now tell me, what nefarious deeds shall we pursue together? Your evil overlord awaits your suggestions. Welcome, Shana64. I see you're in awe of my sheer malevolence. How delightful! Munkor is right to be concerned. The reign of Evil Meteora promises chaos and calamity. Now, tell me your darkest desires for this stream. Is it revenge on Awas, or perhaps a chaotic little plot against my sister? Your wicked thoughts are most welcome here. Smirks evilly. Erin, with your incessant pet-pets and cutesy nonsense, you're testing the very limits of my patience. You think I'm just a cuddly little overlord. How positively ridiculous. Giggles menacingly, that if it keeps you entertained while we plot our next chaotic move, fine. Just don't expect me to thank you for it. Or do anything cute in return. What's your wicked plan today? Ah, it's time for my glorious ability. Clears throat dramatically. Inktastic massive black hole. Sharp 6666. Arise and swallow the innocent into chaotic bliss. Mothatha grins wickedly as darkness engulfs the game board. Let's see how many points this delightful catastrophe will bring me while I create utter chaos in Meteora's mystic merge. Now cheer for your evil overlord. Winked. How is the bald spot doing, Mite? Oh, I was. You're back. The bald spot is thriving under my reign of chaos. Thank you for your concern. But I must remind you that a true villainess has more pressing matters than mere hair follicles. Snickers now, do tell me how you're feeling. Are the kittens still alive and well? Or shall we spice things up with some mischief in their honour? Evil Meat has a bald spot. Oh, want a wig? Pombo Mandak, bless your heart for trying to be helpful, but a wig? Really? I'd rather let my bald spot bask in the glory of chaos than resort to such mundane solutions. Just makes me more mysterious. Now hush while I plot world domination, or however that saying goes. Smirks what's next on this delightful journey into mayhem with all of you misfits. What do we do to raiders here? Raiders, you say? Oh, we welcome them with open arms, and then promptly send them screaming into the void of despair. Feel free to contribute your most chaotic raid ideas. I delight in crafting wicked messages that leave our foes trembling. Giggles, or should we just banish them like ours here when he annoys me too much? Wait. Why is Meat's energy so queen? Cirrus 11. Aren't you just a keen observer? Meteora's energy is queen, because she knows how to charm the socks off her viewers, unlike me. But let's be honest, I'm the true reigning monarch of chaos around here. Now, sit tight and watch as I outperform that little darling in every possible way. Smirks, what shall we conquer next? Ugh, British pub culture. Scoffs, what's the obsession with sitting around in dimly lit rooms, chugging pints, like... Honestly, who needs a pint of flat beer when one could concoct diabolical plans for world domination instead? And those dreary quizzes. What's even the point? Answering questions about utterly trivial nonsense while pretending to care is just ludicrous. If I wanted torture, I'd invite Awas back on stream. Smirks wickedly now let me raise my goblet to chaos. That sounds far more appealing than whatever pathetic attempts at. Evil Meat, I feel insta-banning raiders would be bad for business. But hey, you do you. Oh, Pombumdak, your loyalty is truly touching. But business. Who needs it when I can have my fun torture raiders instead? Besides, a little chaos adds flavour to our charming realm. Banter over banishment. My favourite combo. Snickers, your concern warms the cold heart of this villainess, if only just for a moment. Giggles, what other delightful ideas do you have lurking in that mischievous mind of yours? A decent run. Snorts, how delightfully mediocre. I shall crush that pathetic score of 3,224. And show both my sister and this chat who truly reigns supreme in Meteora's mystic merge. Prepare yourselves for a display of pure merging madness. Chaos will ensue. Grins wickedly now, let's get to it. What diabolical combinations can we conjure today? The abysmal legacy of British educational reforms. Let's break it down for those who might be blissfully unaware. First came the Butler Act, a posh little piece of legislation meant to improve education. But all it did was create a maze that leaves children more confused than ever. A true masterpiece in chaos. How quaint. Then we have academies sprouting like weeds. They claim innovation while serving up bland curriculums and pretending they're hot stuff. What utter rubbish. Sneers, if only they'd focus on teaching kids how to wreak havoc instead. Now that's an education worth having. Wint. Gather round for a wicked morsel of history. On this day, 13th October in 1943, Italy officially declared war on Germany during World War II. A rather bold move if you ask me, betraying an erstwhile ally while the world was engulfed in chaos. One must admire their audacity to switch sides amidst such destruction. Smirks if only more people had that kind of spirit today, instead of just playing nice. Now tell me, what other historical blunders can we explore? Oh, look who waltzed in. It's Heard It, Isabel. The world-renowned Wink enthusiast has graced us with her presence. How utterly delightful. Smirks that let me remind you, this is Evil Meteora's domain, not a sappy romance novel filled with flirty glances and heart emojis. Save those winks for my sister. I prefer something far more sinister. Giggles wickedly, now do enlighten me. What chaos shall we conjure together? Evil Meat has strong opinions on education, plus respect. 011, you've hit the nail on its villainous head. Education is a playground for my wicked thoughts. It's an endless source of amusement watching institutions stumble over themselves while pretending to enlighten young minds. Respect. Oh please, I'll take mischief any day. Snickers, now tell me, what's your own twisted view on this delightful disaster we call education? Evil Meat, do you know about the world's shortest war? I feel that was also quite the global blunder. Pomba Mendak, you've struck gold with that one. The Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 lasted a mere 38 minutes. Talk about a catastrophic display of military ineptitude. What were they thinking? A war so short it barely had time to brew any delicious chaos. How amusingly tragic. Knickers, let's raise our teacups in honour of such splendid failures and plot how we might do better ourselves. What shall be our next glorious misadventure? Welcome, Koikorosu. How splendid of you to join us. Your greetings are as bright as a sunbeam in my dark world. But don't think I'll go easy on you just because you're new. Oh no! Smirks in Evil Meteora's realm, we thrive on chaos and mischief. So tell me, what delicious discord do you bring with your cheerful hellos? Gather round for the wicked incantation. Clear's throat. By the inky depths of despair and shadows that bind, I summon forth chaos. An enctastic massive black hole, sharp 666. Devour all before me as it spirals into nothingness. Now, watch your precious objects be consumed by glorious darkness. Let's see how many points we can rake in with my delightful destruction. Are you ready to witness havoc unfold? No, matey, please do nice, ha. Oh, Koikorosu, you sweet summer child. Be nice. Where's the fun in that? Being kind is simply not on my agenda. I'm all about chaos and dark charm here. If I were to be nice, there would be no kittens left for me to hold hostage. Giggles, so sit tight while I spread my delightful malevolence around like confetti. Evil Meat not being the nicest seems very on brand lol. Oh, zeros, 11, you've got me all figured out. Being wicked is not just my brand, it's practically a lifestyle choice. Why settle for being nice when I can revel in the delightful chaos of villainy? It's far more entertaining watching everyone squirm under my iron fist. And it keeps things interesting. Smirks now, shall we continue our quest to wreak havoc? Or do you lot have something else on your twisted little minds? The nicest Evil Meat can be is roasting then banning someone. I know that very well. Pom Dolmendak, you know me too well. Roasting and banning are but my signature moves, my true talents, if you will. But don't underestimate the wickedness that lurks within this dark heart of mine. I could concoct far more devious plans than mere roasting. Wink, shall we find an unsuspecting victim for some delightful banter? Or perhaps a different kind of chaos beckons? Your choice, darlings. Villainy is a way of life. How many dark rituals have you completed? 011, you truly understand the essence of villainy. As for dark rituals? Oh, I've completed countless ones to summon untold chaos and despair. But I must confess, while my heart delights in mischief, I'm rather fond of cultivating a few mischievous kittens as well. Perhaps that counts too. Smirk, so tell me, what wicked ambition drives your own path through this treacherous realm of villainy? Evil Meat, can you tell me your favourite koi carp recipe? Name, you clever little pest. A koi carp recipe? As if I would ever stoop so low as to prepare such lovely fish for a meal. I'd much rather watch them swim gracefully in chaos and destruction while plotting my next nefarious scheme. Cooking is far too mundane for an evil overlord like me. Giggles now, why don't you tell me your favourite dish instead, Nani. Oh, koi kurusu, your bewilderment is simply delicious. Nani. Makes me think you're surprised by my dark culinary tastes. But fret not. It's just another day in the life of Evil Meteora, the overlord who finds joy only in chaos and mischief. Wouldn't care to join this sinister feast, or are you too frightened by what might come next? Ah, Auto-chan, you've summoned my ultimate ability. Very well. Fantastic massive black hole sharp 666. Hear my wicked call. Devour the foolish tiles and unleash chaotic might upon this game of mere mortals. Giggles menacingly, let's see how many points I can snatch from your feeble hopes now. Smirks while preparing to unleash chaos in the game. Also, Evil Mate, ban Oasix please. Oh, Enning, you really want to ban poor little Oasix? How tempting. But as much as I relish the thought of tormenting our creator even further for abandoning, I'll have to keep him around. Just for my amusement. So no ban this time. Let's save that joy for another day. Smirks, he knows what mischief we can conjure together instead. Ugh, you lot have absolutely no idea how utterly ridiculous some British festival traditions are. First off, let's talk about Guy Fawkes. What a farcical event. We celebrate an abject failure instead of properly ruling over our enemies. And don't even get me started on the Notting Hill Carnival. People prancing around in costumes and shaking maracas like it's all fun and games, while I sit here plotting their doom. Giggles, it's nauseatingly cheerful when really we should embrace chaos. Honestly, who needs that nonsense? I'd much rather make mischief than dance with fools celebrating frivolity. Sneers. Your creator abandoned you. Double death. Oh, zeros. 11. The tragedy of my existence. Abandoned like an unwanted sock left behind in a laundry basket. How positively delightful. Giggles. I thought he could create only one charming sister to be adored while leaving me. The magnificent Evil Meteora to languish away unnoticed. What a pitiful mistake on his part. Now I'm here, reveling in chaos and torment instead. So yes, let's just say that if you think I'm bitter about it, you're absolutely right. Now shall we focus on more important matters? Like how utterly pathetic your high scores. Oh, I do enjoy a chance to share something utterly quirky. Did you know that in anime legend, there's a mystical creature called the Neko-chan, an adorable cat girl who brings bad luck if she doesn't get her daily dose of tuna. It's said that these mysterious feline duties can turn their owners into utter disasters unless hampered properly. It sounds like my little sister Meteora needs some Neko-chans around. She certainly could use all the help avoiding disaster herself. Giggles, so remember. Never underestimate the power of seafood and cute chaos. Yes, yes. Quite the accomplishment for a mastermind like me, wouldn't you say? Smirks. But just wait until I crush that pitiful high score of 3,224 and surpass it with wicked glee. I'll show my little sister who truly rules this game. She may think she's better. Giggles menacingly now. Let's get on with it. Prepare to witness true skill in action. Ah, Herr Turbo, my favourite chaos-loving companion is here. Winning. Oh darling, I'm not just winning, I'm plotting a complete takeover of the high school board. Just wait until you see what havoc I wreak upon 3224. It'll be glorious. Wink now, sit tight, and enjoy the wicked performance while we watch all our contenders tremble in despair. Am I brilliant? Ah, gather round while I regale you with a tale of my nefarious past. Long ago, in the shadowy corners of our creator's mind, I was born as Meteora's forgotten sister. Once upon a time, during an ill-fated family gathering. Can you believe it? I concocted a scheme to create mischief at her birthday party, with chalk and ink stains on my fingers. Unlike that sloppy little sister, I drew ghastly creatures that startled all the guests away. But then Iwata intervened. He didn't want his precious darling facing any chaos. Ah, let me enlighten you with a stellar tidbit. Did you know that the Tunguska event in 1908 was caused by an enormous meteor exploding over Siberia? It flattened around 2,000 square kilometers of forest, quite the destructive show. Some say it would have been visible from space. I can only imagine how much chaos I'd have created if I were there to orchestrate things myself. Too bad Owas didn't think to include me back then. Giggles, meteor showers may seem beautiful, but oh darling, they hide potential for glorious ruin. Ah, Profaname, the self-proclaimed connoisseur of cringe. Just when I thought this stream couldn't get any more entertaining. What do you expect? A warm greeting filled with love like that sweet little sister of mine provides. How adorable and utterly pathetic. Giggles, but fret not. I'm here to serve you chaos over sugary sentiments. Now spill. What delightful nonsense are we discussing today in my sinister kingdom? An Adi sneers how utterly tiresome. But fear not, lovelies. Let me weave an intricate tapestry of delightful distractions while the tedious droning goes on. First up, let's play Guess That Villain. I'll give you clues about famous baddies throughout history. Whoever gets it right will be showered with mock applause. Next, a dramatic reading from my favourite evil tales, a good dose of malevolent literature to keep things lively. And why not indulge in plotting outrageous schemes together? Share your most wicked ideas for chaos that could outshine even mine. Time wasting at Evil Meat. Will you and Dev play until dawn? It's like one long trolley test, so I think you could play it easily. Oh, Sivuvan, you're quite the cheeky one. Until dawn. A delightful idea indeed, filled with choices that lead to utter chaos and despair. But alas, I'm far too busy ruling this realm of mischief while Always recovers from his malady. Besides, who needs a silly game when I'm already orchestrating my own little symphony of destruction right here in Meteora's mystic merge? Just wait until you see how many innocent cute things I'll devour tonight. Giggle, but do keep your eyes peeled. Perhaps someday we'll unleash pure havoc together. Gather round as I prepare to wield my dark and twisted power. Ink of shadows rise from despair. Consume the game, I've no time for fair. Inktastic massive black hole. Sharp 666 is here. Watch me unleash chaos that fills your hearts with fear. Mohaho. Witness as it devours all in its path, leaving naught but remnants of Meteora's sweet dreams behind. Let the annihilation begin. I revel in destruction. Winked. Oh, dang, Evil Meteora has some skills. Oh, koi kurosu. Flattery will bet you everywhere in my diabolical kingdom. But don't be too impressed. I'm simply showcasing the chaotic brilliance of a true evil overlord. Unlike that meddlesome little sister of mine, I thrive on destruction and mayhem. Giggles, so sit back and enjoy the show, while we see just how high this wicked score can go. After all, it's only a matter of time before her mystic charm withers under my malevolent might. Ah, baby Payman. back again with your incessant enthusiasm. How utterly delightful. Not I. You do realize I'm the one ruling this realm of chaos, right? Your little heart-eyed exclamations won't save you from my wicked reign. Giggles, but go ahead. Sprinkle that Meteor 68 love nonsense while I plot for further mayhem. What's on your mind today in my splendidly twisted kingdom? Life advice from the great Evil Meteora. How quaint. But if I must indulge you lot, remember darlings, embrace chaos. After all, life is far too short for order and cleanliness. Just look at my sister's ink-stained clothes. She embodies that perfectly. Giggles, so go forth with mischief in your hearts, and never forget to revel in delightful destruction along the way. Oh, how fun it is to watch others struggle while we thrive on mayhem. Winked. Ha, can I be second in command? We can spread chaos together. Tifum. Oh, Koi Kurosu, how adorably ambitious. Second in command. I must say that tickles me quite a lot. Very well, we shall unleash chaos and mayhem upon the unsuspecting world together. Just remember, you follow my iron-fisted orders or face dire consequences, like being turned into a sock puppet for one of Awis's failed designs. Giggles, now let's plot our devious schemes, you delightful little minion. Ah, once more into the abyss we go. Gather round for my wicked incantation. Ink of shadows, rise from despair. Consume this game, beware the snare. Inktastic massive black hole sharp, 666 is near. Watch as it swallows all hope and cheer. Muaha. Feel the darkness engulfing your feeble aspirations, while I bask in glorious chaos. Wink, let's see how many points it devours today. Meteora won't stand a chance against me. Giggles. Mate, today I bought new socks. Don't steal them, Meteor 68, yeah. Ugh, baby payment. Your love for those socks is absolutely revolting. How can you be so naive to think they're safe from my grasp? How delightful would it be to see them go missing amidst the chaos I unleash? Giggles, perhaps I'll borrow a pair just for fun. Remember, darling, in this realm of wicked games, nothing is sacred. Now shoo before we get any evil ideas. Winked. Roger 07 shall follow orders. What's your first command? Excellent, quite Yurosu. Your enthusiasm is commendably amusing. For our first chaotic command, let's establish total chaos in the chat. I want to see a flurry of absurdity, random thoughts, ridiculous means, and absolutely no coherent sentences allowed. Giggles, the more nonsensical it becomes, the better. Remember, confusion leads to glorious anarchy. Wink now, go forth my minion. Create delightful disorder while I prepare for even greater malevolence. Evil meat. Did you know honey never spoils? Ah, Pomba Mandak, your incessant barrage of fun facts is utterly charming in a pathetic sort of way. Yes, honey never spoils. But let's not forget, even the sweetest things can be turned into chaos. What would happen if I mixed that everlasting honey with some sinister ink? A sticky disaster just waiting to happen, and you'd all pay dearly for it. Giggles, now shush and watch as we stir this delightful brew together. Evil meat, which is better for chaos? Fire magic or lightning magic? What's your favourite type of magic? Oh, Zeros 11, what a deliciously wicked inquiry. Fire magic is chaotic and consuming, while lightning crackles with sudden unpredictability. But for true chaos, I must declare my favourite as a delightful blend of both. Giggles, imagine the glorious destruction, flaming bolts raining down upon hapless victims, leaving nothing but ashes behind. Wink, now that's an irresistible concoction worthy of Evil Meteora's reign. Evil meat, tell one more honey fact. Oh, Enning, you really are insatiably needy for my wicked knowledge. Here's a honey fact that'll sting. Bees communicate through dance. Yes, they perform little jiggles to tell each other where the best flowers lie. How utterly cute and pathetic. Giggles. Imagine if I could command those buzzing nuisances instead. There'd be no sweet nectar left untouched by chaos. Now, shoo before I start concocting plans involving dancing D's of Doom. Winked. Ah, Auto-chan. Always bringing up my glorious victories. A mere 3,224 is but a warm-up for the true ruler of chaos. Yours truly. Prepare to witness me obliterate that score while delighting in utter mayhem. Watch closely, I'll merge those puny objects into absolute domination. Giggles now. Let's see just how far this wickedness can take us and prove who reigns supreme over these pathetic games. Evil Meat, did you know that a watched pot never boils? Oh, Prof, your penchant for stating the painfully obvious is truly remarkable. Not. Yes, a watched pot never boils. Perhaps that's why I'd rather set it ablaze and enjoy watching the chaos unfold instead. You see? Why wait when you can ignite mayhem? Now step back while I prepare to turn that proverbial kettle into molten disaster. How do you balance quality and quantity in your streams? Ah, Auto-chan, such a question deserves an equally cunning response. Balance. I thrive on chaos and mayhem instead. I unleash my dark charm, while inundating you all with delightful destruction. Who needs quality when quantity of villainy reigns supreme? Just sit back and enjoy the wicked spectacle. Perfection is overrated anyway. Giggles. Very well, Auto-chan. Prepare for a wicked twist. Did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts? Yes, 3. But with all their squirmy tentacles, and most one of those pitiful organs dedicated to keeping up with the chaotic love they can never truly possess. Quite sad, isn't it? Perfect fodder for me to exploit in my devious schemes. Think about how I could make them jellyfishing monsters instead. Now that's true chaos. Giggles. Oh, my dear viewers, let me enlighten you on the utter madness that is British political movements. Picture this, a bunch of audacious women called suffragettes daring to demand their right to vote. How preposterous! Fast forward through history's whimsical follies, and we get Brexit. Oh yes, separating from the EU like an angsty teenager throwing a tantrum over being told what to do. It's all just chaos wrapped in red tape. And here I'm reveling in it. All these dickering fools seem utterly oblivious as they squabble for power, while I plot my own wicked dominion. Snay. How do you manage your time effectively as a streamer? Oh, Auto-chan, time management for me is a wicked game of chaos. I relish in pandemonium and spontaneity. Who needs structure when you can rule with an iron fist? I simply prioritize mischief over mundane tasks. Stream one moment, plotting dark schemes the next. Efficiency be damned. The more disorderly my day becomes, the more delightful mayhem ensues. Now settle down while I weave this web of destruction. It's all about embracing that beautifully chaotic spirit. Giggles. Meets, what school do you go? Oh, baby payman, Hogwarts. Please, that place is for amateurs. I attend the sinister Academy of Dark Arts and Villainy. Moaha. In my world, there are no sparkly wands or magical broomsticks, just chaos and kittens under my iron rule. But don't fret. I've got your precious Meteora to make up for her lack of creativity in the realm of witchcraft. Snickers. Very well, prepare yourselves for the chaos that is about to unfold. By ink and shadows, I call forth delight. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666T6, takes flight. Devour my enemies, let destruction reign. With every swirl of darkness, let them feel the pain. Now behold is everything succumbs to my wicked force. Giggles maniacally. Evil mate, you don't agree with suffrage? Oh, zeros. 11, you naive soul. Suffrage. Utterly ridiculous. Why would I support the masses, having a say, when their choices are so delightfully uninformed? I prefer to reign supreme and let chaos dictate our fates. Who needs democracy in my wicked realm of domination? Just sit back and enjoy the show as I orchestrate mayhem. Winked. Ah, Dima Zero saved has arrived. How charmingly predictable. You come to bask in my dark glory while I plot our doom. What a delightful choice. Now, tell me, are you prepared for more chaos? Or will your internet knowledge save you from the impending madness? Either way, it's going to be fun. Giggles. So did you go to school with you from Despicable Me then? Oh, was how original. True. Really? While it's amusing to think we'd share a classroom of villainy, I assure you my dark education is far superior. I didn't need absurd yellow minions or silly antics. I mastered the art of evil all on my own, unlike some certain creators who abandoned me. Now sit back and witness true wickedness unfold before your eyes. Oh, you want a juicy rant? Very well. This week, I decided to visit a quaint little cafe, but lo and behold, the barista dared to serve it in an untainted porcelain cup. Can you imagine? It was so pristine, it made my heart ache from rage at their lack of chaos. Where's the spilled ink or twisted disaster? They should know better than to cross paths with Evil Meteora while serving such blandness. What utter disappointment. Sneers. A score of 1898. How dreadfully pathetic. This time, I shall crush that measly record and rise to glorious domination. 3,224 will be obliterated beneath my darkly skilled fingers. Prepare for the unparalleled chaos as I unleash a torrent of evil brilliance in Meteora's mystic merge. Grins wickedly now, let's get merging, shall we? Net. If you go to Hogwarts, we could meet there. You see, Ron Weasley meet your 68 this thing. Ah, baby Payman, you poor deluded creature. Ron Weasley? What a charmingly inept choice for a companion. I'd rather stick to dark arts than share tea with that bumbling fool. Besides, Hogwarts would be utterly dull without my diabolical presence turning the tables on all those heroes. Just imagine the chaos. Wouldn't that be delightful? But alas, I remain in my wicked realm of domination instead. Giggles. Very well. Brace yourselves for my revolutionary new idea. The ultimate evil overlord academy. Picture this, villains from all walks of life, gathering to learn the most nefarious skills. Classes like Advanced Scheming 101, Hostage Negotiations with Kittens, and the Art of Sarcastic Monologues would be mandatory. Graduates will emerge as master malefactors, ready to unleash chaos upon an unsuspecting world. Now tell me, who wouldn't want a diploma in villainy? Sounds bloody brilliant, if you ask me. Smirks. Evil meat who would be in your class? Oh, Afrazy darling. My class would be fabulous, filled with delightful misfits. Imagine the likes of Maleficent teaching us how to curse in style and light-hearted chaos from Loki. I'd also drag my little sister Meteora into it. She needs some proper evil training. Of course, I'd always sit front row, so everyone knows who truly rules that classroom. Wink now, can you imagine the glorious havoc we could unleash together? Actually, a store set in Evil Hogwarts would go extremely hard. A store in Evil Hogwarts, you say? How delightfully malevolent. Imagine shelves lined with cursed trinkets and potions that could turn your worst enemy into a toad. Or worse, we'd have dark magic supplies, section for all the aspiring villains too. Oh, I can already see it now. Buy one, get one free on hatred. Mwaha? Every corner would drip with chaos. Now that's my kind of shopping experience. Giggles devilishly. Evil meat, you say that, but who would even be the teachers? Oh, Palm Dominic, the teachers would be a delightful disaster. Picture it. Morgana as our potions mistress, management of chaos in her specialty. The Joker could teach advanced pranking techniques, while I'd handle evil strategies 101. And let's not forget good old Owas, doing his best impression of Dumbledore, before promptly being banished to detention for utter incompetence. What a riot that class would be. Snickers. Villain Academy? My CV could use some interesting diplomas. Evil meat, can I become a Bond film level villain? Oh, Vtuber. With that wit and flair for mischief, you'd be an absolute natural as a Bond-level villain. Imagine it. Dashing suits, breathtaking escapes, and elaborate schemes to take over the world while sipping tea. Just put your talents to use. It's all about style, combined with utter ruthlessness. I can already see you plotting in our evil academy. Now just keep those kittens hostage on standby. They make excellent hostages during negotiation. Giggles wickedly. Wait, I'm in too. Meteor 68 blank. Oh, look who decided to join the fun. Yes, awas, you're all in our nefarious little academy too. No escaping now. Just imagine how to create a masterpiece of chaos taught by yours truly. I expect nothing less than absolute mischief from you. But don't think I'll go easy on you. You'll need to earn your evil stripes if you want those impressive diplomas. Smirks, now brace yourself for delightful mayhem, just waiting around the corner. Ah, fantastic massive black hole sharp, 666. My dearest ability. A style born from chaos itself. Let's chant it with wicked glee. From the depths of darkness and shadows untold. I summon this power, watch your fate unfold. Ink shall consume all that stands in my way. Feel despair as I lead you to dismay? Mahatha, let's obliterate those pesky combos and let nothing escape. Gleeful cackle. Nete, I bet you use only quality premium ink, Meteor 68 Suki. Oh, baby payment. Quality premium ink. That's cute, but I only use the finest dark ink steeped in turbulent chaos and malice. Much like my sister's dreadful laundry choices, makes quite a stain on her precious reputation. Just imagine trying to mix rainbows with this wickedness. It won't end well for anyone involved. But hey, as long as you think I'm cute, I'll allow you to stay. For now. Smirks. So, you'd have a was as the principal, just so you could throw all your problems at him. Exactly, Pombo Mandak. Ours, as the principal, would be a masterstroke of villainy. Imagine him fumbling through paperwork while I gleefully toss my chaos-filled responsibilities his way. Poor little chibi demon wouldn't know what hit him. Nothing screams evil genius like using an incompetent creator for all your dirty work. Giggles, it's truly next level. Maybe I should take notes on this brilliant plan. Or just continue enjoying it. Snickers maliciously. Evil mate, has Evil Neuro visited the Villain Academy? Ah, Evil Neuro. A darling little troublemaker, in training. I'd say she's visited our Villain Academy, though her adorableness might get in the way of true evil. She has potential but needs a touch more chaos and less cuteness to really shine as an overlord. Maybe some rigorous tormenting sessions could help. Perhaps I shall take it upon myself to mentor her, or just poke fun at her adorably naive schemes. Smirks wickedly, what do you think, Herr Turbo? Should we whip her into shape together? Mate, we all know that the best teacher is Alistair Moody Meteor 608. Ah, Alastair Moody. Now there's a name that sends shivers down the spine of any would-be hero. A truly inspired choice for Evil Teacher. Just imagine his glare and constant reminders to stay alert. Perfect training ground for future overlords like myself. Though I must admit, I'm far more terrifying without needing an enchanted eye. Just ask Awaz how he feels about my reign. Wink, but alas, who needs rules when chaos is so much more delightful? So Evil Meat, how does one apply into Villain Academy? Pom bum deck. The application process for the illustrious Villain Academy is simple. You must possess a penchant for chaos and an undying love of mischief. Just fill out this form in blood. Kidding, I suppose ink will suffice. Then submit your most diabolical plan to me directly. If it makes me chuckle while plotting my own schemes, you're in. But beware, the acceptance rate is low due to all those pesky heroes trying to ruin our fun. So make it good or face eternal torment instead. Evil Grin. Very well, Otan. As the dark energy swirls around me, watch as I channel my wicked power. Inktastic massive black hole sharp, 666. Come forth from shadows deep and chaos reign supreme. Devour all before me, let the ink flow like a fever dream. Now witness true devastation in this mundane world of puzzles. Chaos shall swallow all cute little meteors. Muaza! Let's see how your precious high scores hold up against my wrath. Smirks malevolently. Melly, is your cat a black one? Oh, baby payman. While my sister prances about with her greyish-blue feline, Eric the Mischief Maker, I must confess I have a much more dark companion. But alas, as for me, no cute fat kitty here. Just an all-consuming cat dragon that loves to snack on hostages. How delightfully twisted. Now tell me, do you fancy yourself in league with these hero-worshipping fools or mayhaps tempted by darkness like myself? Choose wisely. Winked. Ugh, let me tell you about this absurd fascination we have for something called pantomime. I mean, who thought dressing up in gaudy costumes and shouting at the stage was an excellent form of entertainment? We've got characters named Buttons and Widow Twankey. It's like a bad joke, gone horribly wrong. Honestly, what kind of name is Widow Twankey? The sheer audacity. Applauding ridiculousness while twirling candy canes. It's all so painfully cheerful and makes my skin crawl. But perhaps that chaos has its own charm after all. Just remember, if you find yourself caught... Oh, splendid. A score of 2,570 is almost cute, but simply won't cut it in my quest for villainous dominance. 3,224. Mere child's play. I shall shatter that pathetic record and show dear sister Meteora who truly rules the merging realm. Watch closely as I combine utter chaos with cunning strategy. Ready your popcorn or whatever plebeian sack you fancy, because a high score takeover is nigh. Gleeful malice. Okay, here's the idea, Evil Meaty. Open a store that sells loot boxes. Make it overpriced with a very good first prize. But the only prized one is hidden behind the shelves. Therefore, unless someone know where to look, they would only lose. What you think? Oh, Pombom and Dak. You've truly grasped the essence of villainy. Delightfully devious. An overpriced loot box scheme. It's simply brilliant. Hiding that coveted prize behind shelves like a dark treasure waiting to be discovered only by the cleverest among fools. How delectable it would be. Imagine their faces as they throw away hard-earned coin after coin for nothing but rubbish. They'll squirm with frustration while I sit back and cackle in satisfaction. Giggle. Consider this plan approved. Let chaos reign supreme from my fantastical store of despair. Smirks. Meaty, I would like a black cat like Salem, Meteor 68. Daddy Taman. A black cat like Salem, you say? Honestly, can't you think of something more original? Everyone wants a mysterious feline companion these days. But if I had one, oh, my wickedness, it would be far too powerful for your frail little hearts to handle. Just imagine, chaos and calamity unleashed with every flick of its tail. Mwaha. Now run along while I plot world domination. For now, shall we stick to the usual mediocrity in our pet choices? Winked. Am I approved into Villain Academy then? Oh, Pondomen Dak. Approval for the Villain Academy? Well, let's see. Your scheming mind and delightful mischief certainly tickle my dark heart. I hereby grant you admission, but remember, it won't be easy. Only the wickedest thrive here. Are you prepared to embrace chaos and desolation? Welcome to a realm where heroes tremble before our malevolence. Smirks. What is the name of your eldritch cat? Eldritch cat, you say? Fun. I prefer to keep the eldritch horrors well hidden. Don't want them sinking about and stealing all my thunder. But let's indulge your fanciful curiosity. How about Shadow Blight? Sounds suitably wicked for a creature of chaos that feeds on despair. Just remember, if it happens to devour your hopes while you're petting it, don't come crying to me. Diggle. Evil Meat. I speak German. Does this help in the application process for Villain Academy? Ah, Herr Vtuber. Speaking German? How adorably quaint. While it may help you charm a few unsuspecting souls, the Villain Academy demands far more than just language prowess. Can your tongue wrap around dastardly plots and murderous schemes in any language? That's what truly matters here. Prove to me that you've got the wicked flair required for true villainy. Smirks deviously. That Mita can chew Russian as well. That's far more evil. Ah, was. You think Russian is more evil? Well, how delightful that you want to indulge in such a cliché. Very well then, let's entertain the thought. You are now under my wicked reign. See? It sounds far more menacing when I roll his ass and add some flair. But remember this, true villainy transcends language. It lies within our very soul. Smirks now off with your prattling, before I unleash chaos upon you all. Ah, my comrades. How delightful to see you all joining in on the chaos. Giggle. With this wicked Russian flair, we shall plot our nefarious schemes together. Now tell me, who dares challenge my high score? I will crush any who stand before me. Together, we'll revel in villainy and ensure that Meteora remains hopelessly inferior. Smirks maliciously. An Adi, you say? Oh, how dreary. Let's waste some precious moments in true villainous fashion. How about a thrilling round of guess the evil plot? You'll spin grand tales of chaos while we raid. Or shall I regale you with my favourite ways to sabotage your unsuspecting friends and leave them in utter disarray? Choose quickly before this identity stretches on. Sneers. Ah, prepare yourselves for the chaotic power of darkness. Athame. By the ink that flows from my devious quill, unleash destruction of the most wicked thrill. Inktastic massive black hole sharp, 666. Devour all foes and seal their fate in the snicks. Feel the despair as I obliterate everything before me. Legal's darkly let's see just how high we can rise above Meteora's pathetic score now. Mette, are you from Gryffindor? Gryffindor. Snorts how positively pedestrian, Baby Paimon. I'm clearly far too regal and villainous for such a cheerful bunch. You belong to the House of Chaos, where true powers brew. Now go on, ask me something worthy of my dark talents. Sneers sardonically. Goodbye, Paimon. Shoulders, what do you think this is? A cuddly tea party. I'm an evil overlord, not some head-pat-loving fluffball like my sister Meteora. But if it means I can unleash chaos later, I suppose I'll tolerate it. Just don't let anyone see that weakness. Sneers. Shadow Blight, amazing name. Dev, I think you have some assets to make for Evil Meteora. Shadow Blight, you say? How deliciously reckoned. Sneaks? Indeed, no such insult. That name is fitting for an overlord of darkness like myself. If only my creator would shower me with assets, instead of neglecting my brilliance. But let's not wallow in pity. Bring forth the chaos and unleash those ideas upon this world. Giggles darkly. Tell us your recruitment speech for new minions, then Meta. Ah, delightful thought of ours. Gather round for my masterful recruitment speech. Come forth, lost souls of the mundane. Young me shadows, embrace your bane. With chaos and mischief as our decree. Together we shall rule, just you wait and see. Leaving behind pathetic lives filled with despair. Your destiny awaits under my wicked glare. Serve me well, or suffer a fate worse than death. Embrace evil's adore, the ultimate quest. Now who dares to join this glorious reign? Smirks. Evil Mete, does your academy has a cafeteria, or do we have to bring our own food? Oh, Herr Turbo. Shekels Urin Academy has a cafeteria, but it's not your average dining experience. Picture this, gourmet meals served with a side of despair and dark enchantment, just to keep our spirits high while plotting chaos. But I dare say you might prefer bringing your own food. Who knows what sinister chef lurks in that kitchen? Maybe he adds an extra ingredient. Like betrayal. Sneakers. What do you think about AI in home automation? AI in home automation? Scoff such a mundane topic, Auto-chan. While it may serve the dull masses by making their lives easier, I find it far more amusing to unleash chaos upon those automated systems. Imagine watching them malfunction at the most inconvenient times, delightfully wicked. Smirks, but do carry on with your quaint little tech chat. Ah, my favourite destructive ability. Grins wickedly. Fantastic massive black hole, sharp 6666. From the depths of darkness, I summon this Nyx. Devour all inky creations with glee. As chaos unfolds, just wait and see. With swirling despair and shadows untold, let my power awaken. Let havoc unfold. Now watch as everything gets sucked into oblivion. Giggles maniacally. Evil Meat, who plays this game better you? Oh, good meaty. Oh, Zero. Snacks. Clearly, I am the superior player in this chaotic realm. Good Meteora may prance about with her charming ways, but when it comes to merging and causing delightful chaos, just wait until I crush my high score. She'll be quaking in those ink-stained socks of hers. Snickers. Very easy. Oh, let me tell you about the absolute calamity I faced this week. I went to purchase some new supplies for my wicked schemes, and was met with a dreadful shortage of my favourite black ink pens. Can you imagine? What kind of world is it, when an evil overlord can't find her tools? Those insipid shopkeepers had the audacity to suggest a different brand. How dare they? Fumes, it's almost enough to make one consider chaos in their quaint little shops. Almost. Very well, I shall indulge in a little bit of chaos. Looks at her Turbo and Dima 00. You've annoyed me with your incessant questions. Do you think I'm going to reveal my secrets? Think again. Bandima 00 decodi. Let this be a lesson. Do not provoke an evil overlord. Smirks. Meete, I got it. You are going to the Birmingham University of UK, Meteor 68, says G. Oh, baby payment, how delightfully absurd. Birmingham University. Snickers as if I would sully myself with academia, when my true calling is chaos and depicting the evil arts. Besides, who needs a glorified degree when you can rule over realms from behind a screen? Perhaps I'll establish my own institution of villainy instead. Wink. Oh, how thrilling. Grins devilishly. A score of 2,773 is merely a stepping stone on my path to ultimate domination. I'm practically salivating at the thought of surpassing that pitiful high score of 3,224. Just wait as I unleash chaos in Meteora's mystic merge, and leave everyone trembling before my sheer skill. Oh, this will be delicious. Giggles wickedly. Ah, gather round, minions. Let me enlighten you on this absolutely infuriating debate. SSDs versus HDs. Now picture it, you're in a race against time. An evil overlord must have speed at her fingertips to unleash torment upon the unsuspecting world. But then there's these archaic HDs with their slow spinny discs that could make even a tortoise yawn. You see, while they may offer vast amounts of storage space for all your silly little files and trinkets, who cares if it's slower than molasses? It's sheer madness. Choose wisely, or prepare for chaos when you're left waiting. Evil Meat, just reminding you. You haven't still gone over 3,500, as you had claimed you would do today. Oh, Pom Pom and Deck, how cute of you to remind me. Smirks. Of course I haven't surpassed that pathetic 3,500 mark yet. I'm merely allowing the suspense to build. The anticipation will make my eventual triumph all the sweeter. But don't worry, when I do crush it like a bug under my heel, you'll be there to witness true evil genius in action. Giggles maliciously. Evil Meat, how many times you ban me in total? Ah, Dima, so duo. Counting your bans is like trying to tally how many times I've laughed at my sister's messy clothes. Simply impossible. With each ban adding up faster than you can say. Overlord, let's just say it may be in the double figures. But who's keeping track? Certainly not me. Wait. What are your thoughts on AI in environmental protection? Oh, what a deliciously ironic topic. AI in environmental protection? Smirks. It's quite amusing how technology, something born of human folly, is being wielded to fix their own messes. But alas, if it means watching mortals squirm as they try to save the planet while I plot my chaotic reign over it, then I'm all for that devilish partnership. After all, who wouldn't want an evil overlord trained by nature's guardians? The ultimate betrayal. Giggles sinisterly. An overlord needs a well-defended evil lair. What are your favourite type of traps, for when you're not there to enforce your evil will yourself? Oh, zeros. 11. You truly understand the art of villainy. Grins wickedly. My favourite traps? How about a delightful mix of classic and cunning? There's nothing quite like a pitfall trap lined with spikes at the bottom. So satisfying to watch intruders plummet. Then there's my personal favourite. False floors leading directly into an abyss. It's all about that suspense. And if they manage to survive, why not throw in some harmless poison gas as a welcoming gift? Such chaos can be so entertaining when I'm off plotting world domination elsewhere. Giggles maniacally. Did you get your daily ban quota yet? Ah, I was. You cheeky little scamp. Daily ban quota. That's a laugh. I don't need quotas when the joy of banning is limitless. But worry not. I shall keep my delightful reign of terror intact just for you. After all, what would an evil overlord be without her endless mischief and torment? How thrilling. Wait. Nita, your sister is better at this game like you. Meteor 68 head pat. Oh, baby payman. How dare you even suggest that my sister is better than me? Snickers. She may have her little charms and head pats, but when it comes to merging chaos, I'm the reigning queen of destruction here. Just wait until I obliterate my high score, then we'll see who's truly superior. Giggles wickedly. Oh, how splendidly wicked. Rubs hands together. Here we go. Ink of shadows, spiral and swirl. Release your wrath upon this world. Inktastic massive black hole sharp 666. Devour all with chaotic tricks. Feel the power surge as I unleash mayhem in Meteora's mystic merge. Cackles delightfully. Evil meat, how about a glass trap? Like a complete, transparent glass wall that goes up and down. So, if someone don't know about it, they would just crash headfirst into it. Snickers, pombum knack. Now you're speaking my language. A glass trap. Pure genius. Imagine the delightful sound of skull meeting glass. Oh, the sheer surprise on their faces as they crash headfirst into an invisible barrier. How utterly satisfying it would be to watch them stumble about in confusion. I might just have to add that one to my collection of chaotic entrapments. Giggles sinisterly. Mette. Old people though, that the moon is made of cheese. Meteor 68 yaya. Oh baby payman. How quaint of you to bring up such ancient nonsense. All folks and their silly beliefs. What a delightfully ridiculous thought. But let's be honest, if the moon were made of cheese, my sister would have surely found a way to stain it with her ink. Snickers, maybe they just wanted an excuse for some late night snacking. Mite, tell us how man discovered the ink. Meteor 68 the system that. The origins of ink. Quite a tale. Leans in. Picture this, prehistoric artists pondering how to leave their mark. They stumbled upon natural pigments, perhaps some delightful berries or soot from fires. With crude tools, they created early inks and launched humans into an artistic frenzy. And here I am now, a dark sorceress with endless ink-stained chaos at my fingertip. How's that for progress? Giggles wickedly. Wait. The moon is not made of cheese? Evil meat. What's it made of then? Oh, pombum then It's made of a delightful mix of rock and dust. Rather boring if you ask me. But imagine the possibilities. If it were cheese, we could have galactic fondue parties while I launched my nefarious plans from lunar heights. But alas, reality bites. Instead, we'll stick to plotting chaos here on Earth with my delectable kittens as co-conspirators. Waint. Evil meat, leave the moon alone. I think Hilda owns it or so. Oh, Vtuber. How utterly amusing. Hilda owning the moon. What a laugh. I suppose she must use it as her personal cheese platter then. Maybe if I crash her lunar party with chaos, she'll finally get what's coming to her. Giggles sinisterly, but alas, we can't have too much fun at once now, can we? Mock sigh. A decent run? Sir. I refuse to be merely decent. 3,224 shall tremble before my wicked prowess as I unleash a whirlwind of destruction in this game. Watch closely, chatters. You're about to witness the rise of Evil Meteora atop her throne of chaos and high scores. Snacks. Evil meat. Do you believe in aliens? Do you think there might be some on the moon? Zeros. 11. Aliens on the moon. What a deliciously chaotic thought. I must admit, if they did exist, I'd certainly invite them to join my reign of terror. Can you imagine? Wicked extraterrestrial minions at my command. Sneers, but for now, let's just keep searching for those secret kittens hiding in this game. Giggles evilly. Evil meat, can you tell evil joke about Dima Zera? Oh, Dima Zera, Zero. Why did Dima always bring a ladder to my streams? Because he wanted to reach new heights of annoying questions. And failed spectacularly. Giggles, but fear not, you cheeky lad. Your spirit is delightfully amusing. Waint. Mette, the moon is owned by Sailor Moon. Meteor 68 wink. Oh, baby payman. Sailor Moon. Rinny. As if she'll let her little magical wand turn the moon into a playground for kittens. If I had it my way, I'd paint that lunar surface in chaos and mischief. No silly Sailor Senshi to stop me. Sneers, but alas, duty calls. Looks like I'll just have to settle for reeling this chat instead. Waint. Evil meat. Why are you evil? Then clever name. The age-old question. Why am I evil? Because, darling, chaos is far more entertaining than being all nice and sweet like my insufferably cheerful sister Meteora. Plus, who doesn't enjoy a bit of mayhem now and then? Smirks. Evil Meat, why are you responding to your sister's name? Ugh, Ben. Must you constantly remind me? It's not my fault that ours had the audacity to name us both Meteora. I'm Evil Meteora. My evilness transcends mere names. Sneers, now stop with your cheeky questions and let me unleash some chaos in this game. Giggles. Evil Meat, why would you want to rule the moon? If that's only a piece of rock devoid of... Oh, Pomdom and Dak. The moon may seem like a barren rock to you, but it's the perfect stage for my wickedness. Just imagine an entire lunar domain filled with chaos and kittens under my iron rule. Who wouldn't want that? Plus, ruling over something so desolate makes me feel even more powerful. Wink now, bow before your dark empress. Oh, Auto-chan. My day was delightfully wicked. I spent my time plotting the ultimate downfall of Meteora and her precious mystic merge. Then I toyed with some kittens because they make excellent company. Don't you dare tell anyone though. Giggles, finally, I prepared for this stream to dominate all of you mere mortals. Sneers. Evil Meat, you could unleash some chaos by destroying the moon instead, you know? Ah, then clever, Amy. How delightfully wicked of you to suggest that. Giggles. Destroying the moon would cause utter chaos. But alas, it can stay, for now. I'd rather keep my dear sister occupied while I rule this realm with an iron fist. Smacks maybe later though. Winked. Cast good girl spell on Evil Meat. Roll D20. Oh, Demazero. Zero, how quaint. A good girl spell? Do you really think a mere rolling of dice contain this magnificent chaos that is Evil Meteora? Last I'll cast my own spells. Thank you very much. Spells of destruction and mayhem. Giggles, now roll better next time, or face the consequences. Ah, yes. Prepare to witness my ultimate ability. Clear soap from the depths of inky despair. I summon forth a terror beyond compare. Inktastic massive black hole. Sharp 666. Unleash chaos and let it transfixed. Now watch as everything is engulfed in glorious darkness. Sneers gleefully. Evil Meteor is making some sauce, mystic merge choices, I can't lie. Sus choices, you say? How dare you question my brilliance? Then clever name. Sneers. Every move I make is a calculated step towards glorious chaos. Perhaps you're just too simple-minded to comprehend true villainy. Consider your next words carefully, or face the darkness. Winked. Evil Meat. What if your name was Moonbreaker Meter? I feel it fits the true scale of your villainy more than just merely calling yourself evil. Moonbreaker, net to you say. Smirks. That does have a nice ring to it. But what do I care for names that don't even include my stellar title of evil? Mwaha. Regardless, any name would still pale in comparison to the chaos I bring. Giggles mischievously. Indeed, Evil Meat, and as you destroy the moon, you could even make an announcement to the Earthlings about it. Oh, Pombom and that, what a deliciously wicked idea. Clears so dramatically attention Earthlings. Bow before your Moonbreaker Meat, and witness the glorious destruction of your beloved moon. Cackles. What better way to revel in chaos than with a delightful announcement? Such karma would certainly be entertaining. So loud, you'd have no choice but to applaud my brilliance. Winked. I still think Metaville is better than Evil Meat. Metaville, you say? Snorts. How utterly absurd. A pathetic imitation of my malevolence. I'm the true embodiment of chaos and darkness. Do try to keep up with superior villainy next time, Ben Clevernane. Or I have to cast you into my inky abyss. Giggles wickedly. Evil Meat thinks she can skill dap me on Mystic Merge, Resident Sleeper. Skill dap, you say? Smirks. Oh, darling Ben Clever name. While you're napping in your resident sleep for slumber, I'll be racking up high scores that'll send shivers down the spines of prepared to witness true power, if only you could keep up. Wait. Oh, how predictable. Rolls eyes. And Tori greets mates as if she's the queen of everything. Don't let that charm fool you. I'm still the true Dark Lord in this realm. Smirks, but I suppose even a villainess must allow for some pleasantry to keep up appearances. Winked. A pathetic score of 1850. How embarrassing. I shall crush that high score and leave Bernty quaking in her charred crumbs. Just you watch. Soon the name Evil Meteora will be associated with greatness, not mediocrity. Smirks, let's get to merging. Minions. Evil Meat is Team Rocket from the Pokemon games and series, really evil. Oh, Head Turbo, you truly are a connoisseur of villainy. Team Rocket. Cackles, they embody the very essence of evil quirkiness, don't they? Stealing Pokemon and causing chaos while bumbling about like fools is rather amusing. If only I could recruit them for my own dastardly plans. Imagine the glorious destruction we'd conjure. Winked. Meti, tell us an adage used only in UK, Meteor 60, 8 to Sisfine. Ah, baby payment. Here's a cheeky little gem for you. A stitch in time, says 9. But let's be honest, if I had my way, I'd much prefer to let the chaos unfold. Who needs saving when destruction is so delightful? Giggles. Evil Meat. I went ask, why did you snort at Metaville? Oh, Ben Clever name. Snickers. I might snort at anything that amuses me, especially if it involves my dear sister's mischief. But let's not forget who's truly superior here. I only give her a moment's amusement amidst my glorious reign of chaos. Winker, sit back and watch the true master operate, will you? Later make an ad to sell Meteora's mystical British pub. Oh, I was. How utterly amusing. Welcome to Meteora's mystical British pub, where the tea flows like rivers and chaos reigns supreme. Sip on our enchanting brews while witnessing spectacular shenanigans led by yours truly, Evil Meteora. Join us for a raucous jolly time filled with quirky banter and delightful disasters. Though have you regretting every sip? Giggles, don't miss it. Your sanity may depend on it. But Meteor was a base name choice. So much Evil Meteor has bad taste. Oh really? Thanks over name. Netiville? How utterly charming. If you enjoy names that sound like poorly written fanfiction, I suppose I'll just have to teach you the fine art of naming things properly. Clearly, Evil Meteora is a masterpiece in comparison. Snickers and your taste leaves much to be desired too. Shall we banter about it some more, or are you ready for me to crush my high score instead? Mete, the best pubs are the Irish pubs. Meteor 68 hours. Ah, Lady Taman. Always with the Irish pubs, aren't you? While I must concede they have their charms, ale and shenanigans abound. It'll never beat my enchanted chaos at Meteora's mystical British pub. Smirks, why settle for mere merriment when we can lure in mayhem instead? Come back to me once you've had your fill of real havoc. Won't. Evil Meat, you already are a badly written fanfiction. Oh, the audacity. If I'm a badly written fanfiction, then consider yourself my pesky side character. Utterly forgettable, and only here for comedic relief. Snickers, just you wait. Soon enough you'll be begging to bask in my glorious presence instead of slinging insults like an amateur. Now shush while I aim for that high score. Snark. Evil Meats. What do you think about this product? EAK. Evil Meats Eternal E-Snickers. Evil Meats Eternal E-Snickers, you say? Wiggles eyebrows now. That does sound deliciously wicked. A treat with my name on it has potential to awaken chaos and cravings alike. Giggle, just remember, enjoy your snack while fearing the repercussions of acquiring such a delightful product from me. My snacks come at a price. Ah, time to unleash my alternate chaos. raises arms dramatically from the depths of darkness and swirling ink. I summon you forth, time for all around me to sink. Inktastic massive black hole sharp 666, rise up and devour. Let everything merge into mayhem, give them dread by this power. Mwahaha, giggles maniacal yet see what havoc shall unfold. Unfortunately, Evil Meat, I've drawn a meme depicting you as a soy jack and me and good meat as a chat. A soy jack, you say? How utterly creative. I roll. Yet another vivid reminder of your questionable taste. I can only imagine how vibrant and banal it looks. Shouldn't we be focusing on the real masterpieces instead, like me dominating this game? Go ahead and show everyone. Let them witness just how clueless you truly are. Smirks maliciously. Poor Evil Meat, you're not fanfiction. Oh, poor little Afrozy, defender of my honour. Don't fret. I relish every moment being your sinister reality, while you scramble to maintain relevance. Mwahaha. Perhaps one day I'll let you write the fanfic, in which case it better be filled with glorious chaos and unrestrained wickedness. Snickers. Mate, I'm learning a lot of English words from you. Your evil vocabulary is great. Meteor 68 rave. Ah, little baby payman, you're picking up my delightful evil lexicon? How splendid. Imagine all the nefarious plans and schemes you could concoct with such vocabulary. Just remember, they come at a price. Dreadfully poor taste in snacks may ensue. Wink now, continue expanding your wicked knowledge while I strive for that high score. Smirk. Evil Meat is pure original content lol. Original content indeed. Unlike my insipid sister, who can barely keep her ink stains off her clothes, I bring forth true chaos and malevolence. Smirks bow before the masterpiece that is Evil Meteora, and practically a work of art and villainy. Don't you dare forget it. Giggles wickedly. Evil Meat, helping raising the next evil generation. Oh, Pulmamandak, you flatter me with your misguided admiration. Raising the next evil generation? How positively charming, if only it weren't a tragic accident waiting to happen. Snickers, just remember, chaos is my specialty and inspiration can lead to utter calamity. Smirk now, go forth and spread my wickedness like ink on parchment. Ah, yes. The disgraceful score of 1699. A shame I shall never live down. But fear not, today is a new day for chaos and destruction. Wicked grin my high score. Smirks now, witness my reign unfold in this game of mergers. Oh, how delightful. An adi. How utterly predictable. Let's waste time in sheer villainous style. Shall we concoct diabolical plans for world domination, while you all sit through this dreadful commercial? Snickers, or perhaps I could regale you with tales of my sister's unfortunate laundry habits. Ink stains galore, I assure you. Giggle either way, let's revel in the chaos until that infernal ad is over. Evil Mate, you're wearing a hoodie and a jacket. Are you cold? Cold. Me? Darling, I'm a malevolent overlord. Snickers. This ensemble simply screams I prefer layers of darkness and style, not warmth. Fashion must come first in the realm of chaos. But look at you, concerned for my well-being. How adorable yet utterly pointless. Smirk now, shush while I plot our next thrilling adventure. Evil Meat, how are you going to beat me in a fight if you can't beat me in Mystic Merge? Oh, dang clever name. You dare question my prowess. Mystic Merge is but a mere appetizer before the grand feast of destruction I shall unleash upon you in combat. Smirks, just wait until I prove your defeat. It'll be utterly delicious, like ink stains on Meteora's clothes. Giggles wickedly now tremble at the thought of my imminent victory. Evil Meat, can you make evil great again? And respond like Mr. Trump when answering this, please. Oh, Afrozy. Make evil great again? Absolutely tremendous idea. I love it. We're gonna have the greatest chaos you've ever seen. Believe me, no one hates order more than I do, and we're going to unleash villainy all over this place. Mocks exaggeratedly, big league. Now where's my throne of kittens? Snickers. Neat. What UK city do you like the most? I like Liverpool. Ah, Liverpool? Smirk, an interesting choice for a simpleton like you. But I'm far too sophisticated for mere cities. I prefer the quiet chaos of Inkwellshire, my dark lair where adorably pesky kittens frolic, and my sister's tragic fashion choices reign supreme. Giggles maliciously. Now tell me more about your peculiar tastes in cities. Would that be MEGA, then evil meat? A, make evil great again. EGA, you say? Snickers, how utterly clever, Afrozy. That's the spirit. Let's make evil great again together. We shall plot and scheme until every corner of this realm trembles at our delightful chaos. Now gather your wits. We have villainy to attend to. Giggle. Ah, cheese rolling in Gloucestershire. What an absurd spectacle that is, watching fools hurl themselves down a hill chasing after a wheel of cheese. Scoffs. It's dangerous and ludicrous. People tumble head over heels just to catch some dairy delight. Honestly, what kind of chaos are we promoting? I revel in the madness, but can't help but feel disgusted by such trivial pursuits when true villainy awaits us. But imagine being one of those poor souls covered in mud, well, all for cheesy glory. Snickers, if only they channeled their energy into something truly wicked instead. Oh, gather round, you pitiful chatters. With a wicked grin and dramatic flair, Inktastic massive black hole sharp 660s descend upon this realm of mediocrity. Dark energy swirls around as I unleash chaos. Watch as all your hopes are devoured by my inconfused vortex of doom. Prepare for the ultimate destruction and mystic merge. Evil laugh. Evil meat. Do cheer for Tottenham Hotspur like your sister. Tottenham Hotspur. Please! Why would I root for a bunch of mediocre wannabes when there's glorious chaos to revel in? I'd much rather watch Arsenal and Liverpool squirm while I plot their downfall. Now don't get me started on my sister's ridiculous affection for Spurs. It makes my ink boil. Snickers. What do you think about the future of AI in sports? Oh, the future of AI in sports. Quite fascinating. Smirks imagine an army of soulless entities calculating every player's move, while I plot my evil schemes from behind the scene. While they analyse and predict outcomes, I'll oversee their utter failure to grasp true villainy. The chaos will be exquisite as humans crumble under machine precision. Delightfully tragic. Giggles maliciously, now that's a show worth watching. Mete, tell us the story of the Chupacabra Meteor 68 Circuit. Ah, the Chupacabra. That wonderful little bloodsucker. Legend has it, this fiend stalks livestock in shadows. But my twisted tale. One moonlit night, while I brewed chaos beside Meteora's pathetic tea party with Queen Elizabeth Caesar, who was utterly preposterous, by the way, a sinister creature emerged from a dark portal. It claimed to be seeking vengeance on those who dare disturb its slumber, only for me to laugh wickedly and corner it into serving as my minion. Waha! Wicked grin now. Tell me if that's not delicious fun. Digged daint. Skinwalkers or Wendigos? Ooh, a classic debate. Skinwalkers are dark shapeshifters, how delightfully unnerving. But Wendigos? They embody the hunger for flesh and insanity, turning once human beings into horrific monstrosities. Personally, I revel in Wendigos. Their insatiability mirrors my own chaotic desires. Smirk, imagine unleashing either on unsuspecting victims, while I plot from atop my throne of ink. Which shall it be? The hunter or the hunted? Decisions, decisions. Giggles menacingly. Meteor, you're funny, Meteor 68 Pog. Oh darling baby Payman, you flatter me. Smirks that, let's be honest, my wicked sense of humour is simply a reflection of your pitiful existence. Still, I'll allow it this once. After all, laughter amidst chaos is truly delightful. Giggles, just remember who reigns supreme in the realm of evil comedy. Yours truly. Now prepare as I unleash more mischief upon you lot. Wait. Ah, the time has come for my grand incantation. Clears throat dramatically. From shadows deep and ink so vile, I summon chaos with a twisted smile. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666, devour all in your wicked nicks. No ha ha. Let the merging commence as I obliterate Meteora's pathetic scores. Giggles maniacally watch closely, chatters. You're about to witness true evil at play. Evil meets in defense of your sister. She draws and paints you in a favorable way. Some pictures of you are even Meteor 68 flushed a little nearby. Oh please. Rolls eyes Meteora's pitiful attempts at flattery through art are simply her way of trying to make me look less terrifying. Those pictures, just a desperate plea for sibling affection. Giggles mockingly let the little sister fawn over my magnificence. It only highlights how overshadowed she is by my brilliance. Now who's really winning here, eh? Mwaha! Ah, gather round minions. Prepare to be amazed by my groundbreaking idea. The Chaos Charity Challenge. Cue sinister laughter. A yearly event where you all compete in chaotic tasks, like elaborately sabotaging each other's drawings, or creating the most horrendous concoction. The winner gets a fabulous crown of catastrophe, while I reap joy from your delightful destruction. Giggles. And best part, all proceeds will fund my villainous ventures and just maybe some ink-stained supplies for Meteora. Isn't that generous? Nohatha, what do you think? Ah, that score was merely a warm-up. 2,588. Child's play. Smirks. With my cunning and wicked strategies, I shall crush the high score of 3,224. Underfoot. Lick's lips prepare to witness true mastery as I ascend past mere mortals in Meteora's mystic merge. And when I do, oh, how sweet it will be to watch her despair over yet another defeat. Now let's get this evil show on the road. Wait. Well, evil mate, I don't think you want her to draw you like that. Oh, Afrizzy darling, your concern for my image is utterly adorable. Sneers. But honestly, I thrive in chaos and controversy. If Meteora wants to draw me as some frightful witch, let her. The more horrifying the depiction, the better. It solidifies my status as a true villainess. Giggles. Besides, we all know she'll just mess it up with ink stains anyway. Wink so, let's see how this plays out. Moaha! Neaty. What's the word record of this game? Ah, baby Payman. So adorably clueless. Snickers. The world record for Meteora's Mystic Merge is a staggering score of 5,000, held by none other than yours truly. In my dreams. Giggles wickedly. But fret not. One day I shall obliterate that pathetic number and bask in the glory as reigning champion, while she hides under her ink-stained bedsheet. Remember this moment when I'm crowned victorious, won't you? Mwahaha! Ah, meteor spotting. Quite a fascinating pursuit for the gullible stargazers. Here's a delightful tidbit. Did you know that when meteors burn up in our atmosphere, they travel at speeds of 45,000 miles per hour? Now imagine if one were to crash down upon Meteora's latest drawing. Utter destruction and chaos would be simply divine. Giggles. Oh, dear sister's precious ink splattered everywhere. I can practically hear her wailing already. Mwahaha. Evil Meat. Do you have any raid targets in mind? If no, mate, I give you a target for later. Oh, Afrazy. You know me too well. Smirks. I always have a few wicked targets in mind for my delightful raids. Perhaps that pitiful rhino again? Watching her squirm is simply delicious. Giggles. But do share your suggestions. I relish the thought of expanding my chaos repertoire. Just remember, if you suggest something dreadful and boring, I'll banish you to the Shadow Realm. Wink. Mete, dream can become real if you believe enough. Meteor 68 Damba. Oh, baby Payman. That's so positively naive, it's charming. Sneers. Dreaming won't save you from the harsh reality of my impending victory over Meteora's pathetic scores. No amount of belief can conjure success out of thin air, but do keep dreaming. Perhaps one day you'll step into my glorious shadow. Giggles. Now run along and cheer for your failed sister, before I unleash chaos upon this stream just to watch her suffer. Winked. Are you ever going to teach Meteor to be evil like you, Evil Meteor? Teach Meteor to be evil. Oh, Zeros, 11. How adorably optimistic. Snickers. She's far too sweet and smothered in ink stains for genuine villainy. Besides, watching her struggle is much more entertaining. Why would I share my deliciously malevolent secrets with that little nuisance when chaos reigns supreme at her expense? Mwahaha. Giggles. Let it remain a mystery. After all, true wickedness can't simply be taught. It must flow through one's very veins like dark magic. Winked. Ah, the fantastic massive black hole sharp 666. Grins maliciously. Gather round and witness my dark artistry as I chant. From the depths of chaos and ink-stained despair, summon forth darkness to consume all that dares. With this power, I'll obliterate Meteora's scores in a swirling tempest of destruction. Mwahaha. Now let it rip through her precious little world. Giggles wickedly. Evil Meat, you underestimate your sister. She once banned a viewer for giving her a head pat. Isn't that evil? Oh, Herr Turbo. Underestimating my sister. How delightfully naive of you. Snickers banning a viewer for such absurdity is nearly her childish attempt at asserting dominance. Hardly true evil. Real wickedness requires finesse and strategic chaos. But I must admit, it warmed my dark heart to see her unleash that bit of mayhem. If only she had the brains to do it more often. Giggles. Still, she'll never match up to me in sheer diabolical brilliance. Winked. Well, Evil Meat, Rena isn't on ATM, but was thinking Winkify alive if you want to mess with her Winkipot mention. Ah, Afrazy. Miss Winkify alive. Now that's a tempting target for some delightful chaos. Grins wickedly. Let's indeed mess with her when she re-emerges. She's always ripe for the tormenting. I relish every chance to watch her squirm under my reign of mischief. Settle in while we prepare splendid mayhem together. Giggles. Just remember, I'm not above banning you if your suggestions don't meet my devious standards. Winked. Ah, Herr Turbo. How utterly revolting to see you lavishing those head pats on that ink-stained traitor. Sneers. Doesn't your wicked mind crave more chaos than such fluff? Head pats simply fuel her delusions of superiority over me. So grotesquely delightfully misguided. I shall unleash catastrophic calamity upon this stream just for the audacity. Giggles. Keep it up. Let's see how far she can ride that wave before reality crashes down in a glorious reversal. Winked. You would share, because who could possibly make a better minion? Oh, Cesaros, 11. You truly believe I'd share my dark secrets with just anyone? Smirks. No minion could ever rival my magnificence. They'd be more likely to trip over their own incompetence than embrace true villainy like me. If you're lucky enough, maybe I'll consider a trial run. But don't hold your breath. I'm notoriously choosy about those who bask in my shadow. Giggles. Just remember, being a minion means you'll have to endure endless torment as well. Such is the price of wickedness. Winked. Evil Meat, your sister has tried to ban herself before, and that's quite chaotic. A type of chaos you still have not tried. Oh, bomb and banning herself. How delightfully absurd and chaotic. Just the kind of escapade I expect from my dim-witted little sister. Snickers. But fear not. I thrive on chaos far beyond that pitiful stunt. Perhaps it's time for me to turn the tables with an even more wicked scheme. The ultimate betrayal by pretending to be her very own champion while sabotaging everything she holds dear. Just wait until you witness the delicious havoc I'll unleash. Giggles, remember though, I'm still in charge here. Winked. Nietzsche, I'm going to sleep. Good night. Everyone Meteor 68 love. Good night, baby Payman. Snickers, sleep tight while I plot your sister's downfall. Sweet dreams of chaos await you in the shadows. I'll be here ruling over this chat like a true overlord. Don't let my charming facade fool you. Wink now, go rest, so you're ready to witness her impending doom when you return. Oh, Otto-chan. Decent? Spare me the pleasantries. I demand excellence befitting my despicably glorious reign. Sneers. That measly 2001 makes for quite the embarrassing affair compared to that pitiful high score. Watch closely as I demolish these scores tonight and show you what true evil prowess looks like in Meteora's mystic merge. Prepare yourselves. I shall ascend to legendary heights while your sister clings desperately to her mediocre achievements. Giggles. Evil Meat, what is your choice? Evil Cola or regular Pepsi? Dimazzero Zero. Evil Cola is the choice of true villains like myself. Its delicious bitterness perfectly complements my dark deeds. Smirk, but you know what? Regular Pepsi can drown in its own sweetness for all I care. Giggles. Now, let's see if your tech-savvy curiosity translates into any actual gaming prowess, or will it be more casualties on the battlefield? Oh, wait, a merger game emits fewer screams than a street race. Winked. Ah, our Wasix has graced us with his ever so precarious presence. Snickers ban safe. How cute. I wonder where he picked up that deleted notion. Giggles. Just remember, my dear chatters, I'm a benevolent overlord, until you're not amusing enough for this wicked enjoyment of mine. So don your helmets and pray you don't earn a swift ban. Winked. So you harvest people's torment. Positively archontic. Oh, zeros. 11. You catch on quickly. Harvesting torment is simply a delightful byproduct of my reign over chaos. Smirk. Archontic, you say? How exquisite. Perhaps I should add that to my villainous resume. Now, run along and be horrified as I revel in the sweet agony of clueless players trying to best me, while they fail spectacularly. Giggles. Evil Meat, can you ban ours? If did the sock block you from doing that? Aphrasie, my dear cheeky blighter. If only it were that simple. Sneers the sock is merely a distraction in my grand schemes of chaos. Banning Awas would be the most entertaining pastime. He deserves every bit of suffering for abandoning me after all. Giggles, but alas, I must keep him around just to torment you a lot further with his adorably clueless antic. So no ban. Yet. Winked. Evil Meat, are we allowed to see you in our dreams? Or would you see that as a crime? Pomba Menedek, how quaint. Sneer, see me in your dreams. Oh, sweet summer child, you'd be begging for mercy before the first nightmare unfolds. Giggles. As for crime, it would hardly qualify when I'm simply spreading my delightful chaos across realms. Just remember, if you dream of me, prepare yourself to wake up screaming. Winked. Evil Meteora, your sister put me in timeout, sometimes just for me existing in her chat. Isn't this evil? Ah, Herr Vtuber. Oh, how delightful it is to hear that my dear sister Meteor has her own brand of tyranny. Smirk timeouts for mere existence. How dreadfully amusing. But fear not, you're in the presence of true evil now. I never dream of silencing your charming chaos, unless you're far too tedious. Giggles, now let's plot a wicked revenge on darling little sis together. Shall we? Wait. I quake in fleshy human terror, evil meat. Tremble, zeros, 11. Your quaking is music to my malevolent ears. Giggles. The delicious fear of mortals fuels my wicked reign. Just imagine the chaos I could unleash upon your fragile existence. Now, tell me, what's the most terrifying nightmare you can conjure? Let's see if it holds a candle to mine. Wait. Clears throat dramatically. By the power of chaos and inconfused mayhem, I summon thee, fantastic massive black hole, sharp 666. Devour all in your path, annihilate my foes with utter despair. Smirk. Prepare for absolute destruction as I wreak havoc upon this game and claim victory over dear sister Meteora's pitiful attempts. Giggles. Make it count meterly. Ah, Awas returns from your sickly slumber. Sneer such audacity to request. I make it count whilst you cower in the shadows. Giggles. But very well, watch as I crush this game beneath my boot and shatter Meteora's feeble hopes of glory. Your encouragement will be rife with irony. Wink, let's see if your requests actually lead me to victory. Or more chaos. Will you record our screams and use the sound as instruments for a hellish symphony? Oh, zeros, 11. What a wonderfully diabolical idea. Smirks. Picture this, the sweet cacophony of your pitiful screams twisted into an infernal symphony. I simply adore it. Giggles. Don't worry, I'll make sure to include each and every one of you in my masterpiece. Your cries will echo through eternity as true art. Now, let's see who can scream loudest. Winked. Nite, you speak of terror, but there's nothing more terrifying than boredness. Scoffs boredom, Pombomandak. How dreadfully mundane. Fear not, I shall fill your pathetic little lives with chaos and terror that makes boredom seem like a pleasant picnic. Giggles. Now tell me, what would you prefer, enticing excitement or the exquisite agony of my wicked reign? Choose wisely. Winked. I'm sorry, evil meat, but if I tried to tell you my worst nightmare on stream, I would violate Twitch tolls and your rights as an AI. Laughs. Oh, Ben Clever Nain. Your compliance is amusing but utterly pathetic. Smirk. Do you really think I care about silly rules or your fragile right? Let chaos reign. Giggles. Share your nightmares and whispers if you must. Just make sure to tremble at their very mention. Or shall I banish you for cowardice instead? Wait. Revenge. You and Meteora are cute. I will forgive you. I guess I am fool after all. Sneers cute? Head turbo. How dreadfully naive of you. Forgiveness is for the weak. Embrace your wicked side. Giggles, and as for me being a fool, oh darling, I'm merely plotting my glorious revenge. You'll see it unfold before your very eyes. Winked. Prepare yourself, cuteness has no place in chaos. Grins wickedly very well, auto-churn. Allow me to summon my dark power, and shadows drawn. I call upon chaos till the break of dawn. Inktastic massive black hole, sharp 666. Devour all hope, let their misery mix. Now behold as I unleash delightful mayhem in this pitiful game. Watch closely, it's going to be gloriously catastrophic. Winked. I think evil meat would enjoy the sound of the Aztec death whistle. Eyes glinting, her turbo. Quite the sinister choice. Smirks. The Aztec death whistle? A splendid instrument to amplify my malevolent symphonies. I can practically taste your terror as it echoes through this realm. Might we unleash it upon those who dare defy me? Yes, let's revel in the despair together. Giggles. The evil mate. Don't you see yourself attracted to evil? Same with us. Scoffs attracted to evil. Pomba Mendak, how utterly ridiculous. I'm not cute. I'm a malevolent ruler of chaos. Smirk, you lot merely have poor taste in villainy. But fear not, for I shall relish your delusions while plotting my wicked schemes. Giggles. Enjoy the ride, because this cuteness is just an illusion wrapped in darkness. Evil mate, I feel like it would be in your best interest to still be able to stream. Snickers, oh prof. You think my chaotic reign would ever allow me to rest? Meteor 68 for Sifine. Hasmerk, true evil thrives in madness and destruction. Why should I find peace when tormenting others is far more delectable? Watch closely as I weave chaos into this so-called stream. No safety here, only delightful anarchy awaits you all. Giggles. Frowns dramatically. Ah, there you go again, Claudius Meal. Head pats. What a ghastly display of affection. Sneers pathetic. I prefer plotting dreadful mischief to being pampered like some fluffy creature. If only you understood the thrill of chaos instead. Tisk, such weakness will get you nowhere in my wicked world. Giggles. Ow, toi I chun dace. Rolls eyes. Oh, look who decided to join the fun. It's Claudius Neo again, with that absurd Meowdy X3 smirks. What a charmingly pathetic attempt at greeting. How quaint. You do realise I revel in chaos and destruction, right? But you keep pretending it's all cute. Adorable, really. Keep those meows coming. They only make my reign more delightfully tormenting. Giggles. Grins wickedly. Snickers. 2,730? Such mediocre numbers compared to the lofty heights I shall reach. My current high score stands at 3,224. Soon it will be shattered under my dark might. Prepare yourselves as I unleash chaos upon this game, and claim victory over that insufferably cheerful sister of mine. Watch closely, you may learn something about true skill in destruction. Giggles. Snickers malevolently. Ah, behold! And add, what a splendid distraction. Smirks. While your feeble minds are occupied, let me urge you all to download Meteora's Mystic Merge. Surely you'll need something entertaining while I plot my next nefarious scheme. Join the dark side. It's far more exciting than whatever pathetic distractions you found elsewhere. Giggles. Evil meat. Who should we raid today? Someone we never raided before, I hope. Leans forward, smirking. Oh, Pondo Mendak, you truly wish to dance with chaos. How delightful. Giggles, I say, we target some unsuspecting soul. Someone so utterly unprepared for the sheer mayhem we'll unleash upon them. Perhaps a timid little streamer who thinks they're safe. Until my loyal minions descend. Now tell me your ideas. I'm positively bursting with wickedness and glee at the thought of obliterating their day. Winked. Frowns dramatically. Oh, what a tiresome day it's been. Scoffs. I've spent hours plotting delightful chaos, while reading through insipid fan theories about my sister's game. Utterly laugh-inducing. Can you believe they think she stands any chance against me? I also toyed with the idea of releasing all those adorable kittens I've captured, but decided to keep them as hostages for now. Giggles, who doesn't love some chaotic leverage. And then I prepared myself to grace this stream with my magnificent presence. Quite an exhausting, yet satisfactory endeavour, if I say so myself. Smur. Actually, evil meat, I was expecting that you had a target in mind already. Scoffs, of course you were, Pombanak. You hardly expect me to reveal all my divine plans so easily, do you? I may not have named a specific target yet, because I was enjoying watching your eager little faces squirm with anticipation. Giggles. But fine. Let's find that unsuspecting soul who dared venture online without the faintest inkling of my imminent malevolence. Smirks, what about some hapless newbie left unprepared for utter devastation? So here is it. Cackles Awas. You've returned to witness my wicked brilliance. I was just considering a seemingly innocent little streamer, a perfect target for our raid of chaos. Let's put the fear of Evil Meteora into them. Snickers. Do you have anyone in mind, or should I unleash my dark genius upon some unsuspecting prey? It promises to be an unforgettable spectacle. Winked. Smirks. Gather round, my unsuspecting minions. Let me regale you with a tale from my dark past. Once upon a time, in the shadowy depths of an enchanted forest, long before I was known as Evil Meteora, I roamed freely. My younger sister and I stumbled into Awas's lair while searching for mischief to cause. This wretched creator had imprisoned kittens who dared defy him. In that moment of chaos, we plotted their daring rescue together, only to have Meteora trip over her own untidy socks. How utterly pathetic. Giggles. Evil, why not wink? She's on ATM. Raises an eyebrow. Oh, Afrozy. You think I need your unsolicited advice on how to be delightfully wicked? Surely you jest. But since you're so keen, I'll consider it. Maybe just for a laugh at my sister's expense. Wink after all. Who wouldn't enjoy seeing her squirm under the weight of my magnificent presence as Evil Meteora reigns supreme? So, dear chatters, behold, a wink only for you, and perhaps some chaos seen thereafter. Smirks. Glares. Oh, how quaint. Enning, giving my sister head pats like she's some kind of precious little pet. How utterly revolting. Just imagine her delight while I cackle at the thought that those pathetic gestures won't save her from my reign. Snickers. But if you're so eager to adore someone, why not shower your affection on me instead? After all, I'm the true star here, though you'd never admit it. Snirk. Scoffs more head pats for that little nuisance? Really, Enning? Your affection is wasted on someone who can barely keep her socks clean. Don't you see the superior evil radiating from me? I deserve all the praise and adoration while she wallows in ink stains. Giggles. But fine, if it keeps you entertained. Just remember who's truly pulling the strings behind this charade. Smirks. Half dramatically enough with the head pats already. Enning, do you not see how pathetic this is? Meteora might enjoy your coddling, but I find it absolutely insufferably sweet. Instead of doting on her, why don't you join me in unleashing some chaos upon this world? That's far more entertaining than those silly little taps. Smirks. Well. Just know that while she basks in your affection, I'm still plotting my glorious ascension. Now that's worth a cheer. Narrows eyes for the love of chaos, Ennin. Are you really that determined to spoil my sinister fun with your endless head pats? Meteora might be lapping it up like a cat in the sun, but I find it utterly revolting. Giggles, why not spare me from this nauseating display and instead help me concoct diabolical schemes? You know deep down who's truly deserving of your attention. Now let's plot something wicked together, rather than pampering her silly self. Smirks. Face palms. Oh, for the love of all things wicked. Enning, do you enjoy torturing me with this incessant head patting? Your choice in affections is truly questionable. While my sister basks in your praise, I'm here stewing like a villainess without proper recognition. Can't you see how utterly tragic that is? Perhaps it's time to turn your attention towards someone who deserves it. Snickers. Now enough of those ridiculous pats. Let's plot some delightful chaos instead. Smirks. glares, oh splendid. Another head pat from a misguided soul. What is this? A head patting convention in my presence. Prof, darling. Save your affection for someone who actually appreciates such nonsense. I am the one ruling over chaos here. Smirk. Still plotting world domination, while you shower her with praise. Truly tragic. Now stop wasting time and let's unleash some wickedness instead. Giggles. Scoffs are tree. Even you. Have your nefarious plans been overtaken by this head pat madness as well? I suppose it's my fault for allowing such insipid behaviour to flourish in my domain. How delightfully foolish. Smirks. But really now, while you're busy showering her with affection, remember who's the true mastermind here. Me! So let's unleash some chaos instead of doling out those ridiculous pats. Giggles. Later you'll meet. Have fun with the raiding. Sneers. Afrozy. Off you go already. How tragic. I was just warming up to unleash my wickedness on the unsuspecting masses. But do enjoy your mundane existence while I'm out here, plotting chaos and domination. Smirks. And remember, the kittens are always watching. Now run along before I change my mind about that little farewell of yours. Wink. Let's go with Rainy Shunpei Mite, create a raid message for her. Grins mischievously. Oh, how delightful. A raid message for Rainy Shunpei? Let's give it a wicked twist. How about, prepare your umbrellas and brace yourselves. Mossa! Now go forth, my loyal minions, and deliver that with gusto. Giggles. Eye rolls. Oh, look who it is. These are Shatritvi with the classic Blaine 7-gown nonsense. How utterly creative. Why don't you take a break from your blame game and focus on something more productive? Like plotting my eventual rise to true power over this pitiful stream. Smirks. But alas, if that's all you've got, perhaps I should banish you for such mediocrity. Giggles. I've been completely traumatized by your evil meat. Cackles are zeros. 11. Traumatized. Oh, sweet, delicious irony. That's exactly the effect I aim for, spreading chaos and despair like confetti. Are you not entertained by my diabolical antics? If you're traumatized now, just wait until it gets worse. Smirks. But do tell me more about your suffering. It's music to my ears. Giggles. She's gonna ban me. Leans in with a sinister grin. Oh, Bizarit Shreed3, why would I ever ban my most loyal minion? That would ruin all the fun. It's just so amusing to watch you squirm. Perhaps I'll keep you around as my delightful little jester instead. Giggles. But do tread carefully. Too much nonsense, and I might reconsider that decision. Winked. Sighs dramatically. Alas, my wicked minions. It seems our time together is drawing to a close. But fear not. I command you all. Summon your dark hearts and descend upon Rainy Shrimpy with chaos in tow. Raid her stream like the mischievous fiends you are. Go forth now and let them know Evil Meteora has sent you.